Hello, everybody, and welcome back.
You got anything more stewing in your mind about getting that key?
Oh, I'm always stewing ill.
Listen, I got a lot of. Okay, just shh. Look at it. Look at this. Hey, buddy.
Throw it.
Throw it.
Go ahead.
I'll just lie here in the boat.
No.
Doc's gonna twist his nipple like really.
Whoa!
It's best to stay conscious, I think.
Right.
I don't know.
Gotta keep an eye on him, don't we?
Yeah, for sure.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tabletop Notch and our campaign of Brunkhollow. Let's go. This is chapter 33, and we welcome Deirdre back.
Yay!
I don't know, some people, I think we said this during Notch and Soda, actually. We teased the possibility that she's going to be playing a little bridge character on our way to the true new PC.
Nobody got too excited.
Yeah, don't get too excited.
Lives under a bridge. Troll
character.
Positive goblin confirmed.
Yeah.
Got it, lock it in, baby. We got it.
We rolled for stats before the stream, so we're all hyped up on stats.
Yeah, how are we feeling about these stats?
They're a lot better than Morning.
I think they're good. No, good stuff. So that will be coming next week. We'll be introducing the new PC, but plenty of time between now and then.
Yeah?
Oh my God.
Plenty of shenanigans before then. We're still working our way back to the town proper on our way back from the Goblin mission. But before we get too deep into recapping, shall we?
Let's do it.
Sunday night. Welcome to Twitch. This is it. This is the live show that you came here for. Thank you for being here. There's other ways to watch and listen, though. Tuesdays, you can listen to a podcast wherever you podcast. You can then watch a YouTube video on Fridays. The general population, that is, because there's a little early gifty for those who that support us on Patreon or YouTube membership. You will get that video on Tuesday live on YouTube without ads.
Pretty nice.
Highest definition that we could squeeze through the
1440p,
tubes.
baby.
1441. We added a P
Whoa.
to get that
Single
extra.
P in case you have one dead pixel, and then it fills that in.
Except it's in the bottom left
That's
corner.
how that works. Confirmed.
That's nice.
Yes. So follow us and thank you for joining us today and in between shows on those platforms.
Hell yeah. There's also merch that you can have. We have merch right here.
Yes.
And you can also wear merch and put it on your body. We've got that. Go get merch.
Yes.
Look at Jordan putting it on her body.
There you
Yeah,
go.
you could do it just like that.
Just like that.
Did we miss something? I feel like it got to me very quick.
I didn't.
I
I
just
talk about
looked real
social
quick.
media.
Great.
I did socials last time, but I figured since Deirdre was back,
Oh,
I was like, I don't want to take.
Oh, you
I didn't want to
you
take
do
it.
all of the
I
social-
Take it away. Take it
Do
away.
all the social things. Do them all. Follow us on social. Not on Snapchat. We're
Yeah.
out there,
Everywhere else, though.
right?
No,
can
don't
follow
do it.
us.
Snapchat's for like 16-year-olds.
Totally,
No
we're
offense
not there.
for using Snapchat, but
You can't follow Discord.
it's like a big high school thing. Anyways, continue.
Oh, you're fine. You can't follow Discord, but you can find us at discord.gg/tabletopnotch. That's the name of our of this thing. It's an amazing place. We get to talk about episodes and people who are catching up in previous episodes. You get to see what they think, and it's just a wonderful community of people talking about everything TTN, D&D. A lovely place if you like both of those things.
It's true.
We're redoing our badges too, so that they're community made. So if you want to submit to the community made badge thing, go to the Discord and there's an announcement there, and our mods will also help you find it.
Yes.
Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait to see what we got.
Good.
And then Patreon. We got a Patreon where you can get like early access. You can get the PDFs that Matt has made. That's all homebrew materials that can
They're
be
so
put into your
cool.
own D&D campaign.
Very
And then we also just dropped our most recent Notch and Soda, where we hang out after the show, after every 4 episodes, and talk about the lore, our favorite animals, our favorite colors, all that good stuff. All of the essential ingredients for a good.
We talk about our favorite animals.
We done
I
that?
think we were.
I think that was the question last for last week.
Yeah.
What was and it was.
You weren't
So it's like
here.
your
I don't
spirit
know why.
What's your spirit?
Oh,
animal?
that's
really weird.
Animal
Oh,
companion.
yeah.
That's it. And did you confirm if there was a thing between a shark and a
Yes.
Labrador?
Oh my gosh. Don't kill me. There was someone in Discord who messaged me a picture of a Labrador with a shark outfit, and that is what
With
Illien.
a shark outfit.
And that is what Illien would
I
have
think
as his
I've
spirit.
seen that picture.
It's
Like a
right.
Halloween costume.
Yeah, he's
shark.
like in a pool. No, maybe he's not in a pool. I may make that up. I'll pull it up later. Adorable.
Go to the Discord,
Yeah.
subscribe, and see it yourself.
Anything else?
No.
What do you want to say?
You tossed it to me like there was something. Was it? Did I miss
No.
something?
Well,
Oh.
the reading of the usuals, but
Which I always remember to do.
yes.
Yes,
For
that's true.
for
Buying
myself.
you some time.
Lord Lost.
to-
Thank you, Lord.
Okay, Curse Ship subscriber Prime. Did you know that if you subscribe, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe to us for free if you connect your Prime with your Twitch. Tree Life resubscribed, Cool Shape for 500 bits, Thranduil resubscribed, Hype Train, Let's Go, Castaway Cactus 666 bits. Helljack resubscribed, Wizrunning, give out a community sub, Master Dark 100 bits, Jay Brownie 1000 bits, Only Joshing but not always resubscribed, Level 2 Hype Train, Keeks 1392 resubscribed, Helljack 972 bits, Doofenshmirtz Booty Cheeks with the 10 community subs, Hype Train level 3, Bearsy Poo 5 community subs. Guys, what is happening? Keeks 1392 20 streak, Master Dark 20 streak, Beard Acknowledged resubscribed, TC's Big Old Booty Cheeks 5
These
streak.
big old booty cheeks.
Mojo Man resubscribed, Solitaire resubscribed, Avenger resubscribed, Retro Riz resubscribed, Hype Train level 5.86145455%. Thank you. Helljack
I won't
209
have a
bits.
level 6 hype train.
Chris DeGraff subscribed to the Prime, and then Whirling Nerdish resubscribed.
Thank
Wow.
you so
Very
much.
much.
Holy
Thanks,
smokes.
guys.
Thank you.
Holy smoke.
I heard that you can only go halfway to the next hype train, and then halfway between there and the next hype train, and then halfway, and you never fully reach the hype
yes,
train.
yes,
There is a name for
An
that train.
asymptote.
Yes.
I think. Yes.
You okay?
Also in D&D, everything rounds down, so it's really only a level 5 hype train.
That's true.
Wow. So sad.
All right, everybody. Thank
Just
you
fan
so
resubscribe.
much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
All right, I think it's time for us to head back out into the downwheeled wilderness and figure out what we're up to.
With all these health potions.
With all these new health potions, yes, that may or may not be stolen. So we're gonna throw it over to
All right,
the
property
recap. Ooh, that's I definitely have that ready to go.
Thank you too.
Bam.
So, in order to what? You sounded like you had something to say.
I said nothing.
Oh, if you ever want a good laugh, also I think Spotify's starting to do chapters.
Oh
Like
my God.
Chapters
And they're
So
all
funny.
wrong.
The
They're like
gazebo.
AI generated.
Gazebo explodes.
It's so funny.
is now canon. The
What is the
explodes.
gazebo again?
The
So,
gazebo.
You said like as a joke, the gazebo explodes, and
If they jump-
Made it a
Spotify
chapter.
was like, "That's a chapter."
Like that sounds hype.
That's a land
Nobody
mark.
asked for this.
No.
But I was looking
was
past
funny.
the old ones. They're fucking killer.
They're crazy.
They're a good laugh.
All right, you did an excellent job vamping. We're ready to go. So
All
we're
right.
gonna throw it over to the recap,
The recap?
and then we'll do the intro, and then we'll dive in. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Previously, on Chapter 32, Nice While It Lasted. The party recuperated while listening to Nani's account of her capture, all the way from Rommel Klein's trickery to the goblins' reveal of their statue. The most important part was saved for a private discussion with Ace, where the two EOD employees shared their doubts that Bison was the best person to handle the bigger things at play. From there, they journeyed carefully to the cusp and built Morna a funeral pyre, which they set ablaze while saying some parting words and vowing to do right by her memory. As the body burned, an expulsion of wild magic signaled that it was time to get moving, so a course was set through Bucklewood that would take them to the eastern end of the valley. It was there that among the carnivorous plants they met an elf named Reeves, an astronomer of sorts whose observation deck had been overrun by meddling Zorbos. In exchange for clearing them out, he shared his ample stash of potions and antitoxins, though there was evidence he might be stealing them from the Clinkers. When they returned to town, are Ace and Nani planning to pack their things and bolt in the night? And what kind of Tyrun scheming is going on in regards to stealing the third vault key? Stick around and find out in Chapter 33 of Brunkhollow. As advertised, the expedition through Bucklewood is long and tiresome. Though moving at a slight downhill slope for most of it makes you mildly grateful that you're not making the trek in the opposite direction. There are worse things than boredom, but aside from steering clear of any suspiciously vibrant plants, you enter into a haze of monotony where sometimes 10, 15, 20 minutes will go by without much conversation at all. You refocus when you start to see that the trees are getting shorter, not quite the towering specimens that Reeves built his lodgings within, and you also pick up on the distant roar of what must be a river with a tremendously powerful flow based on how clearly it comes through before you catch sight of it. The terrain has started to slope off more and more to the left, so any running water in the region is sure to pick up speed as it passes through here. As it travels east to west, explorers of the Downweald know these roads and rapids well as a good way to work their way back to the valley, if they've otherwise lost their bearings. And upon hearing them, Nani's ears perk up, and you even detect the slightest hint of a smile curling up at the corners of her mouth. The prospect of returning home after an overwhelming couple of days finally solidifying as a possibility instead of just a fantasy. You can hear that water starting to run. Oh my, that's slow.
We must be really close.
We're almost to the water. As long as you don't mind shouting over the river, we can follow the switchback all the way back to the valley.
That's great.
Beyond using it as a guide, there's stretches where you'll find people fishing or panning for gold. Don't be surprised if there's folks by the bank with nets, loose boxes in hand. In the early days of Brunkhollow, this run was one of the most popular spots for some casual prospecting, so if you see any flecks of gold in the water, feel free to scoop them up.
Is this river the one that connects with Maeve's water wheel back in Brunkhollow?
No, that's a different one, but this one will connect back a little further south. There's another river that meets up with a crossing, little dock there where people like to fish. So hopefully it'll bring us all the way there if we don't run into any kind of trouble.
Sounds great.
Wish I'd brought my panning supplies.
We'll work our way back, and if you happen to see anything catches your eye, feel free to scoop it.
Anything other than gold out here?
I hope not.
All right.
A little more trekking. You're not kind of quite up to the water yet. A little more moving. Nani at some point kind of breaks off to get a little closer to Ace there, just as everyone's moving. No one's more than 10 feet apart from each other. We're getting closer, Ruby. Not even in the valley yet, and I can feel bison breathing down our necks. There's a lot I'd like to know about this place. For a time, being in Bison's employ actually helped me do that. Same for you, I'd imagine. Manpower, resources, scouting reports. But to me, the least interesting part of all this is the people, present company excluded, of course. I don't care so much about the squabbles between the pillars of power, but the more Bison's got on his plate, the less likely he is to let go of the people that are of use to him.
You're not wrong.
I'd like to see those giants.
Me too.
I just can't shake the feeling that if we're still in Brunkhollow come morning, I'm gonna be stuck in this place.
I feel the same. So do we even go back to Bison, or?
So much of our stuff there at EOD, I don't see how we make it out there without returning.
I know. I'm definitely of the mind that while we're still somewhat under Bison's employ, we take his resources.
If we can get Bison to leave EOD for half a second, we'd go in, gather whatever we can, take our leave.
Maybe if he's got to run out to look at a statue.
Maybe. I doubt he does that tonight. He's not going to be running through those hills with the goblins still fighting over the crown.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll think about it.
Yeah. But I'm on the same page as you. I agree, it's gonna be tight. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine, okay?
Make a persuasion check.
Tangible.
Going to be fine, okay?
14.
14. Sort of nods, little reassurance. Two of you kind of walk in lockstep, sort of toward the sound of the river there. You can see her, the gears kind of turning in her head, just thinking about what you're going to do when you get back, what you might do when you leave. Just think. Any other thoughts there while you guys are walking along? Before you get to the river itself, again, still a little bit of distance, but you can start to hear it pick up a little louder, a little louder.
Illien will go up next to Doc. You got anything more stewing in your mind about getting that key?
Oh, I'm always stewing ill.
Yeah.
And yes, I do.
Do you want to keep it a secret for now, or?
I can pitch it to the room.
Oh, okay.
Or do I need the Illien stamp of approval first?
No, I just thought we were gonna game plan, but if you've got, I'm ready. If it sounds like you're confident, if you want to present it.
I'm ready.
Okay. Hey everyone. Something to say actually, before we get too much closer.
All right.
And actually not me, but Doc. If you're ready.
Thanks, Illien, for that introduction.
Yeah.
So,
Awkward.
folks, I think I've got a way to get Bison out of EOD just long enough for you all to grab your belongings, get us that third key, and get the fuck on with your lives.
Surprise, Nani. We'd like to get that third key.
Okay.
In turn, we would help you guys if in the future.
And what use is that third key to you without the other two?
It's a bargaining chip.
So knocks Bison one peg lower. May not be so much of a threat to the two of you if he loses some stability, maybe.
A bargaining chip for the man that took my key.
It's possible, or anybody else in the market for it.
Peter's still gonna have that key.
He's locked up at EOD. Keys on him.
Here's the thing. I think we can get Bison. I think we can persuade him to have a meeting with us three at the Monteros. Have you ever been in one of those rooms?
Monteros have rooms upstairs you can talk in privately, sure.
We tell Bison about the statue at EOD and say that if he needs any other information, and he'll want other information, he follows us to a Montero room. As he does that, you get in, get your shit, and get the key.
I'm not hearing the part of that where we convince Mr. Moreland how to get his key.
You know Peter better than anyone here.
Is there anything he wants? Anything he's aspiring toward?
Not get his ass beat by Bison for losing his key.
You think you're gonna convince Bison to get Peter out of his sight? If anything, Peter's coming with y'all. With a bodyguard.
You don't think Bison has left EOD with Peter locked in that room?
Risky to let Peter come out of there.
Yeah, that's true. It's possible, but only just.
And I know Bison's not gonna come out of the kindness of his heart. We've got some good leverage on him to get him out.
I could see Bison joining you at the Monteros if you gave him a little morsel of something. Like I said, we can try.
As a backup, do I join you two and try to lift the key off of him?
You're not gonna get within 50 feet of that office.
Jeez.
Yeah.
We can get you in the room. What can you think of to get the key?
Ask real nice.
Maybe.
Peter owe you any favors? You guys got gold?
So some way you could convince Peter that one of y'all could be the new carriers?
I just
Or-
don't know if Peter's gonna want to get tied up in all this. Which makes me think that, like us, if you're gonna give something to Peter so that he gives us the key, you also need to give Peter a way out. Like us.
Where does Peter want to go? I'm also sure he's not terribly keen on the idea of him being locked up in EOD while Romo Klein is out skulking around waiting for him to come out.
Yeah, what's y'all's dealing with Romo Klein? I know you were looking for him. Your friend Kate told me.
He might have some information for us.
Can I see if she is?
That might be Kelley misremembering, but I swear, Kate, we had a conversation about.
Give me an insight check.
Great.
Yeah.
What do we even say? What's going on?
All right. That's gonna be a 19.
Mm-hmm. Does seem true.
I just have some dealings with him, good or bad. We're connected in a way, and I need to see that through.
Because he's the whole reason we're in this mess.
Yeah.
He's the one who nabbed Nani. I'm not too happy about that.
I'm not happy Nani got hurt either. Listen, if it makes you feel any better, our family has a history with him too, and it wasn't clean. It was, frankly, he's bad. He fucked us over many times. So we're not on great terms in that way either. But I need something from him.
You ever need something so bad you're willing to do anything fucking for it?
I know Peter's from Piran. And I know he got kicked out of his house, which is why I came to Brunkhollow.
Alright.
So you want to leverage these keys over Bison? You want to royally fuck over Bison?
I don't care about Bison. I just need that key, and if it fucks over Bison, it fucks over Bison.
My point is, you do that, your time in Brunkhollow is much harder. You must be ready for what's gonna happen.
Only if he knows it was them, I suppose. That key disappears, and we disappear to the karst fields. Who you think he's gonna blame for that?
Oh boy, we're so fucked.
If Bison's on his way out anyway,
Maybe by
these are the chips falling where they lie. And speaking of that, I think it was agreed that we don't want Izzy to fill the void, yes? I have reason to believe that that guild that we have already pissed off knows how much of a teeter that Bison is on. Maybe that could be another faction that rises into the void.
That's all well and good, but we're still getting ahead of ourselves. Mm-hmm. Somebody have a way to set Peter up with a place in Piran?
We've got some connections still in Piran.
If you sent him to us, we could try to get him out safely, and as long as he's able to get out, we can make sure that he's okay in Piran.
I have an actionable place. A door he could literally open. As a place to lay low.
You do?
In Piran.
He's not looking to lay low in Piran, he's looking to live there.
All right, well, at least the place to lay his head. To begin with.
It's a start.
I just want to impress the severity of what you guys are asking. Not only of us, but of Peter. And warn you guys to just be ready for when the chips fall. You're messing with people's livelihoods here, you know?
Well, you're not holding the sword up to Peter's neck, you're offering it to him.
Frankly, this could be freedom for him. And if it sounds like he got kicked out of Piran and we set him back up, he'd be happier there, maybe. Trust me, there's going to be a storm brewing, and I know that. But it's worth it.
Let's say we get there, and we talk to Peter, and you pull Bison out to the Monteros. What if Peter says no? Are you going to believe us when we come out of there and tell you that Peter said no? Because that is a possibility.
Is there, and I hate to ask this, any chance of you guys roughing him up if it comes to that?
No.
No.
I figured.
Nice try, Illien.
Just thought I'd ask.
We're also gonna need that gold from the Merc Hall back.
We can get that
Can
to
get
you.
that to you.
Just saying, the list is getting long.
Yeah, it's a quick stop.
No worries. If he says no, then
Then Bison knows about the statue and we're shit out of luck. And that's it. That's the end of the story.
at the end of the day, we still have info to hold over Bison that we know he's doing dealings with goblins around Izzy and the Monteros. If it all comes falling to that, we have some sort of sway over him.
I leave that to you all. I'm just saying, I'm prepping you right now that I will put it to Peter, but if he says no and I come out of there, I don't want to hear you telling me that I didn't try hard enough or that I'm lying or that I didn't do my part.
We've got to start trusting each other at some point if we're going to make any kind of headway in this.
I'm just gonna throw out things to the wall here, and don't look at me poorly. If he says no, are you guys willing to look the other way if tonight we robbed Peter?
Again, he's probably not getting out of that room.
It would be a hard ask, and I don't know if it's possible, but if we were somehow able to get within reach of Peter and some other people roughed him up and took a key off of him, would you be willing to look the other way?
You could have just left that part out.
I'm going to.
Points for honesty, I suppose.
I'm just throwing things at the wall here.
I'd prefer you not do anything to Peter that can't be undone.
Sure.
And as far as looking the other way goes, when we leave EOD, we're not looking over our shoulder once at all. So whatever you do from there,
Okay.
I ain't gonna know anyway. But your friend's right. You won't get there.
He's pretty sneaky. I don't know if you haven't seen it.
You haven't seen
All right.
Bison's office when he locks it down.
That's fair.
I have. It's impressive.
I believe it.
All right. Well, I guess we just see. Time will tell.
To the water, then.
I have great faith.
The rushing starts to get louder.
We did it, guys.
Yeah.
It's basically done.
Yeah.
We basically got it.
Let's just fast forward to the part where you have the deal, right?
So we'll take an early break, and when we come back, we begin.
Plan set.
You succeeded.
Oh!
Sounds good.
The group's pace starts to quicken as that sound of the water kind of lulls you, draws you to it, eager to feel the cooling spray coming off of the surface. Perhaps dunk your water skins into a source less algae-filled and stagnant than those that trickled throughout Bucklewood. The underbrush has started to thin out a little bit, and in places the forest floor is kind of churned up or tamped down with wheel tracks, hoof prints. As Nani said, even at an hour or more east of the valley, this is a region that people frequent. People use this river, both the sort of sending boats down there and also, panning, various other activities. So the river's used, it's not a sort of out-of-touch region. I need everybody to give me perception checks as you approach the river.
Slightly.
Oh my God, here we go.
13.
Nani's big, beautiful brown eyes are just so and I got a 5, so
16.
16.
4.
4. Okay.
Shut up.
Okay.
again, Nani's
just
big, beautiful brown
repeated.
eyes.
I mean, you did giggle though.
Yeah, I laughed at your roll. I don't laugh at people's rolls. Don't make a habit of it.
Wow.
Illien, as you take the lead there in the front, you start to see the river come into view. You can see some of the spray coming off the water, where the trees start to thin out, and you know that it's kind of dipping down into the river there. But as you look, it's not just rocks and trees and reeds that are kind of by the riverbank there. There is also a smattering of assorted small vessels pulled up onto the shore. There's a rowboat, there's a canoe, there's a couple of narrow single-seaters that look kind of like little kayaks. There's some equipment piled into the rowboats as well. Pickaxes, crates, some sieves, some shovels. Everything that a prospector might need, except for the fact that there aren't any prospectors currently needing them. You also notice that the ground closer to the river is a little uneven and frequently turned over, sometimes even in long rows like farmland that has been plowed or tilled. Something definitely came through here, but it doesn't look like it was necessarily something violent. You don't see any bodies. You don't see any scattered weapons. There's no blood on the grass or the rocks or the trees or anything. The upheaval of the ground is also pretty expansive. It's not just kind of right in one little spot. Like you'll see one kind of mound of churned earth sort of stretch out all the way to the left and kind of peter out at one point. So there's a number of these like little sort of stretches of churned up land stretching out in different directions.
Does it in any way look like tilling for farming or stuff like that? Like that kind of?
I mean, it has that general appearance, but it's not quite that neat or organized. Like, it looks less intentional than that. It just has that general appearance.
Okay. Heads up. We got some rowboats and the like, and looks like something's been through here. I don't know if it's a person that's created this terrain. Nani, are you familiar with this area? The Panners, maybe?
Looks like the earth turned up like something's been burrowing through here.
Oh, like a grick?
Kruthix, maybe?
Oh, Kruthix, yeah.
Ankeg?
Pulling out a javelin.
Okay.
Could be a boulette if we've got no luck at all.
Oh, shh. We all have
we think
bags
there
under
was
our eyes.
You think there was a mix-up between the prospectors and the animals?
I don't see any sign of any.
Nobody dead here. No trails of blood that I can see. Everybody keep your eyes open. Ankeks and boulettes ain't much for climbing, so if you see one, you make for the trees.
All right.
Kruthix are the opposite. They'll follow you right up there without thinking, so don't bother. Sort of creeping closer a little bit. Everybody give me either investigation or perception, whichever you want.
Okay.
So juicy.
27. 27.
Wow.
8.
Still distracted.
13.
Still distracted. 9.
Still 9. TC, you sort of creep toward, your first instinct is kind of go in the direction of the boats, sort of by the bank there, take a closer look. Something that you notice is that the churning of the ground seems large enough that it seems bigger than a Kruthix. You fought Kruthix with Ace, actually, not a couple days ago, and they're not tiny, but they're not as big as some of these sort of tracks seem to be. So something looks bigger than
Ankegs are bigger.
Ankegs and boulettes are both larger, both burrowing creatures that are larger. Another thing that you notice.
Do I know what that is?
A boulette, yeah, that's that creature that sometimes is called a land shark. It has kind of like a big open mouth, like kind of lizard-looking that burrows through the ground, makes big. The one thing that makes you actually, unless it never surfaced, something that makes you think it's not a boulette is the fact that there isn't a big hole somewhere. Like they would burst forth from a hole, and they don't always necessarily like cover their tracks in a way that some other creatures do. In addition to that, you peek into one of the crates that's been, so a number of those boats have been pulled up onto the riverbank. And you peek into those crates and there's a number of chunks of stone inside it, like it was extracted from a mine. But the stone is totally mundane. You don't see any sparkling, any minerals, any kind of chunks of ore. There are, however, what look to be large concave indentations, like something took a bite out of the rock as easily as a human might bite into an apple and then discarded part of the rock.
Do I know what does that?
No.
I don't know what does that.
No.
Please tell me we've got a Gale of Dorby.
Don't know what does that. Okay. Is anyone familiar with rock chompers? Something that might...
Is that another name for a boulette?
Do they chomp on rocks?
They burrow through it?
I don't know. Take a look in those crates there. It looks like either these prospectors are really, really dumb, or something is collecting rocks to take chunks out of them.
Everybody give me survival checks.
All right.
Including me?
No.
Nat 20.
Nat.
11.
6.
6. Nat 20, I will say.
Oh.
There are creatures that you're aware of as you've heard tales from, because you're not really, you never really did a lot of prospecting, but people you know did, who would go into the hills and mining. You have some dwarven friends that had some mines. And there are creatures that specifically have both a sense and a taste for minerals, like valuable minerals, that will churn through the earth and sort of devour valuable minerals and ores.
Interesting.
So it's one such creature is called a Zorn. Xorn.
XOR.
Yes. And it's sort of a multi-limbed elemental creature that has like a big mouth on top, and it will like shovel, ores and things into its mouth.
Is it a humanoid?
It's an elemental. It looks like
Wow.
kind of
Wow.
I'm not positive. Some friends back in Peron have mentioned some elementals, kind of like those mephits, but more earthy. And I think I heard that they've eaten rare minerals, rocks, things of the like. Zorn? That's what I just wrote down. Zorn, yeah.
Do they make good pets or friends?
No one I knew had a pet Zorn.
Just an eye
moving
out.
throughout the area. I'm gonna lump this in with a 27 perception check. There's a moment where you hear a little bit of skittish rustling. Just the faintest sound that you're kind of even lucky to pick up on, given the roar of the rapids next to you. And your attention is drawn very quickly to the west, where at least a dozen badgers, gophers, foxes, and rabbits suddenly emerge from little dens and holes all throughout the woods and start to skitter throughout the woods.
Look at the bunnies.
A sight like that is usually indicative of some kind of larger predator moving through that they might be running from. But if there is one, it isn't coming over land. And unlike that time a couple days ago that you could feel the earth like vibrating beneath your feet before the Kruthic swarm burst forth, you don't feel any trembling or sensation of like disturbance underfoot at all. So if something is coming toward you and it's burrowing, it's doing so very stealthily, very sort of easily through the ground. So it's not creating any kind of like vibration.
Something is scattering the wildlife yonder.
Okay, I don't
Be ready for anything, I suppose.
I don't think it's Kruthic, so
Trees?
trees.
Oh.
Nani starts to climb. Is everybody
Yeah.
climbing? Everybody give me athletics checks
Yeah.
or acrobatics checks, whichever you prefer.
We can pick.
Yep.
Not following.
Natural 20, let's go.
19.
25.
9.
I appear at the top of the tree.
TC, you skitter up very, very quickly. You hoist yourself into that lowest ring of branches of the closest tree to you. And immediately you almost lose your grip and fall backwards because there's somebody already waiting. Not a monster, but a half-orc woman in prospecting attire, clinging steadfast to the trunk. Very wide-eyed, and her fingertips look like pressed and raw from the pressure she's applying, like she's been like clinging to this tree for maybe some time.
Excuse
She
me.
has
I already claimed this fucking tree.
She's got a light crossbow slung over her shoulder, but she's clearly more concerned with the remaining hidden among the foliage than she is with readying herself for an attack. She's not like drawing a crossbow to attack you, which might suggest that whatever's lurking out there is dangerous enough that maybe avoidance is better than confrontation. Like that she doesn't seem to be like ready to throw down an attack. But the two of you sort of look face to face there at the tree.
Didn't think you wanted to give us a little warning.
Listen, I got a lot of. Okay, just you shh. All right, you shut the fuck
What's
up.
going on over there? There's somebody in this tree.
There's a
already.
shitload of thorns down there.
Help
Doxley
your
needs
sister
some
up.
undies.
TC, what the Doc, come on. Help.
Are you the only one?
Now I got a bunch of other people here, but they all scattered.
But they're alive.
I don't fucking know, man.
Are you willing to fight if we need to?
Nah, man, you don't want to fight these little fuckers. Have you seen a Zorn? They're scary as shit. They got big gaping mouth. They shovel minerals up in there. She's holding on with one hand. They shovel
Like around the tree.
shovel minerals up in there. And
All right, I get the
no,
picture.
In
no, you
almost-
fucking don't. What the thing is, they can't climb and they can't swim.
Okay. swimming, climbing. I'll stick to those.
In almost like corroboration of Mildred's account, there's a sudden bit of motion by the riverbank, and a very stocky, scaled arm emerges from the ground, and 3 talons that are protruding from the end. Each of them are solid black and shining in the light. They look like shards of obsidian.
Gross.
The rest of the body follows. One arm, another arm, another arm, and then the rest of it, which consists of the other arms and 3 hefty legs, 6 limbs total, sprouting from this torso that's as wide and cylindrical as a wine barrel.
I don't like it.
There isn't really a head at all. Instead, there's an opening in the top side of the torso that pulls back to reveal multiple rows of teeth. A sticky maw that sits just above its stomach for a very direct route from mouth to stomach. With its mouth open, it reaches into one of the nearby crates that's in one of the sort of in the canoe there, and it pulls one of the ore out, and it
Put a hand over Mildred's mouth.
does kind of like almost like a dog when it's about to vomit. It does like a and then it reaches back in and pulls the rock back out, and it's dripping wet, but similarly it has like a chunk bitten out of it, almost like it was trying to digest some of the minerals there.
Those look like regular ass rocks.
No,
What's so
it's
special
fucking
about them?
mithril. It's eating all the fucking mithril. We didn't even have that good a day, and it's got all my goddamn mithril.
All right. Well, just keep your mouth shut and keep your life, I suppose.
Independent, and it ain't going well. It ain't going well.
Mildred.
God damn
I don't
it.
know. Sorry, woman, miss, be quiet for 1 minute.
As you're looking, you also just take note of its movement. Unlike a true tunneling creature, it barely disturbs the earth that it passes through unless it wants to. You see, it has these like rocky scales that shift as its body moves that allow it to like glide through the terrain. So if it hits a rock, it almost like shifts and allows the rock to pass through it to the other side as it moves through.
Nasty.
It has a very bizarre appearance, and it actually, when you're not sort of focused on the disgustingness of its look, it has a kind of grace to its movement. Like when it, after it's done shoveling rocks to its mouth, it kind of like slides a little bit, and it kind of glides over to another.
So sexy.
How many of these undulating monstrosities have you come across? Is this the only one?
I don't fucking know, man. How many of yous are out there?
There's a few of us.
Okay, because here's my plan. Everybody's scattered, but if we distract it, then we jump in the boats and we save the rest of my mithril, then we can all get the fuck out of here.
I thought you said it ate all the meat.
I don't know, it's still eating mithril down there! See, there's clearly something left for it to fucking eat.
All right.
Oh, fuck.
How many boats have you got?
You can count them, can't you?
It looks like there's one rowboat that could seat multiple people, like a larger vessel. And the canoe looks like it's a little beat up, like maybe it hit some rocks. That one looks maybe not usable or risky. And then there's probably 4 or 5 single seaters, like kayaks, like single person kayaks.
And downriver is where we're going.
Yeah, it flows down toward the valley.
I was trying to get back to Brunkhollow.
I can see that. I think they don't swim, you said. No swim.
Can't swim, no.
Can't swim.
Can't swim, can't climb.
All right.
That's why I'm holding on to this dang tree.
I think you're onto something.
What's your name, mister?
What the fuck is going on over there? I don't know. There is the prospector was spooked up the tree, and I've got one of them here. The rest of them must have scattered.
How many of yours are out there in
There's
the other trees?
5 of us total.
That's fucking perfect.
Shh. Okay. We like kind of all near each
If
other.
you like lean out
Yeah.
from the branch, you can kind of peek over and see somebody else. Yeah, I sort of.
All right. One of the prospectors is here with me.
I'm gonna also leave.
I'm TC, by the way.
I'm Mildred.
Mildred, charmed, has offered us the use of her skiffs downstream. But I think we need to create a distraction first.
I'm judging, based on the amount of noise we're fucking making, that it doesn't hear so good. So I think we're gonna need to toss it something that it wants.
One of those rocks.
It's already got all my fucking rocks.
Something shiny.
Does anybody have anything on them they're willing to part with?
Hold on. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna find that fucking thing that Morna had. Trader's flax. Any metal when rubbed with the flax for 1 minute per square inch will change to look like gold.
Good plan.
Are caltrops made of metal?
They are. I would say, in not wanting to like toss a bunch of shit away, they like precious metals, like minerals and ore, like already the fact that like just there's some like scattered armor and stuff like on the ground. It's not like devouring all that, so it needs to be sort of more rare than that.
We have to. If somebody's got something, I can rub it with this stuff, and it'll seem as though it's gold.
You got a good head on you.
Thank you. I'd like to keep it.
How long does it take to do that?
Just a few seconds. Just a minute.
All right.
Ace, are you trying to get that armor repaired, or are you just throwing it away when we get back to town?
I mean, either. As long as I can get some new armor, I don't know, we can use it.
I just
need new armor.
I just need a piece. Something as big as armor would take a long time.
They say I've got a crowbar. How does that work?
That's great.
Great. Catch!
Don't throw fucking crowbar.
Give me an athletics check. And give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. 15.
Oh.
You got inspiration. What'd you roll, you dumb?
Am I gonna really roll an inspiration?
Why'd you throw it?
That would be fucking stupid.
5.
Not using anything of that?
I'm not using an inspiration to roll.
It's too heavy. It hits the tree trunk, boom, 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 and immediately like it looks in that direction, but immediately, like without even having to look that hard, it can sense that there's nothing special about it, and it.
I've got a dagger.
I might have my own stupid crowbar. Hold on.
Why wouldn't you say that before I threw you a crowbar,
Why would
Tizzy?
you throw a
so
crowbar?
fast.
All right.
I have a fucking crowbar.
Oh my
Take it out. She's just like, I caught it.
Deception.
You see, TC is holding on to one, and he's doing this kind of awkward, like, rubbing.
What is that man doing?
All right.
Don't look at me.
All right.
Okay.
Hold the tree steady for me.
Okay.
It says 1 minute per square inch.
Oh my god.
So,
I mean, how much of it do you want?
I mean, 2 inches. I mean, 2 inches has been fine for me.
Gods.
Orc Skull, you all came just in time. Well,
The energy in the room today, something else.
oh my god.
I mean, the more that you rub the flax on it, the more it might catch the eye of the Zorn.
Give me a few minutes. A few minutes? Like 2 or 3.
Hi, lady.
Unless you got something better.
Can we not just fight
Hey,
this
what's
thing?
up? Oh, you don't want to fucking find that thing.
Don't look at me like that, Jason.
Oh, TC, yeah, I really wish you wouldn't do that. Don't make eye contact with me
do it
while you're.
quick as I
Don't
can.
make don't fucking make eye contact with me.
How many of there were you when you were out here?
5.
That seems like. Oh, shit. Oh, wait.
There's like 5 of us independent.
I know a lot of the independent miners. Anyone you travel with?
Oh, I'm with Audrey Cobb's claim, but he wasn't out here today.
All right.
I met Mr. Cobb. He's a nice man.
He's very nice man.
Cobb the gnome?
Okay, but no, not Cobb the gnome. Audrey Cobb, human man.
No, he was the one. He had a friend that
Selling his property and stuff.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he told me he's gonna go back to Brian. The wife won't come out here. I'm trying to get enough mithril to bring my wife out here, but she ain't gonna come because I got a fucking sword.
All right.
eating all the fucking mithril.
Sorry, Mildred.
Noise seems to have nothing to do with it.
I don't know.
Forgot.
That feels wrong.
I mean, I was being quiet, but like, yeah, it's not coming over here, so.
TC, you've got to put more rest into it.
Oh man, it feels like we've been here for an hour.
You wanna trade off or something? You want me to give it a go?
No.
Are you sure? I can rub on it.
The muscles are primed.
All right.
All right.
A couple of minutes go by.
Matt, please shoot us at this.
3 or 4.
Sure, like the curved end of the crowbar, sort of as you take your hand back from it, it's sort of sparkling in gold, shining, like it looks like.
Now I kind of want to keep it. It looks nice.
Well, get the second fucking crowbar and you can do it again.
All right. I'm gonna throw it. Or should I throw it?
No, okay, all right. Are you really good at throwing stuff?
Throw it over to me. I can throw far.
I'm gonna don't throw it.
Not multiple throws.
Just chuck it down away from the river.
I'll take a look at my new friend here. She looked like she could pitch a.
Yeah, she looked like, I mean, in addition to the prospecting tools like the pickaxe and stuff, she looks like she spent some time in a mine and.
A wee bit yoked.
Yeah.
All right.
Yoked grandma.
All right.
Do you want to hold it out below the branches first, so it gets a look at it?
Yeah. All right. So I'm
Will it
gonna
not
sort
care
of
that?
shimmy down a little bit and hold it out, and I'm gonna go, "Hey, here."
I don't think I can hear you.
Maybe
Hey.
bang it against the tree.
All right,
there
I'm
you go.
against the tree. Look at it. Look at this. Hey, buddy.
Throw it.
Okay, I know it.
Give me an athletics check.
Let's go.
Ooh, 11.
11, okay. You give it a little toss and you're trying to sort of shoot it between these two trees
Oh wait,
to get
I'm
it
sorry,
further
even
away.
bigger.
Oh.
Plus 9. I was looking the wrong one.
So then that's a plus 2. That's 12.
12, great. Toss it, you chuck it, and there's these two trees that you're trying to kind of get it between, and you don't get it perfectly between, kind of knocks off of one and then falls down. It's not as far as maybe you'd like, but the creature, almost in this kind of swimming motion, like, starts to head toward the crowbar there, and it reaches
It's not
out
gonna
with
trick
its
it for
sword.
long.
Run.
Yeah.
Doxley picks up a crowbar.
Yeah, everybody sprints towards the riverside there. Everybody give me athletics checks for for running as fast as you can.
Athletics.
Hell yeah.
Should I give you something?
26.
Should I give you any kind of save for my leg?
No, that's okay. It's close enough. The shoreline's close enough.
Well, the athletics checks is a 4. So
4,
15.
15, 18. What was yours? Sorry.
26.
26.
10.
10. Okay. As it sort of reaches over, it gets up to the crowbar there and picks it up with its little talons and immediately holds it over its maw, and then it can tell right away that it's not like a real metal, and it pivots and chucks the crowbar at you.
Oh, TC.
Oh no.
15 to hit. That'll hit. Okay, you get boom. Clock the crowbar there.
God.
4, 5, 6 bludgeoning damage from
Okay.
the.
I will use my reaction.
That is an attack,
To
yep.
Have that.
Doxley
bullshit.
rolled bad too, so she's gonna swoop in and keep TC moving.
Pulling TC.
Can I try to not catch it, but pick it up real quick after?
Doxley's like pulling you. You'd have to go back and grab it. Do you
Ah,
wanna
fuck
do
it.
Crowbar!
So you run over to the bank, and you guys are like hopping in the boats and moving. What are you hopping into? There's kayaks, and then the rowboat that can seat up to 3.
Does anyone need help rowing?
I'm gonna hop in the robot.
Rowboat, great.
I'll go-
That
I'm
has
a
the like
friend.
oar and stuff in
Yeah,
it too. So
I
you
wanna
kind
get the
of
oar.
I'll go with my new friend here.
Okay.
I'll kayak.
Kayak, single
How many
kayak.
is in the rowboat?
3 max in the rowboat.
You had ace. I'm gonna grab a rope, but the one person thing.
Kayak. So you 3 in the rowboat
Yeah.
and 2 kayaks.
Why not?
Great. Immediately, and Nani's gonna grab a kayak too. You grab the kayaks and you like shuffle them into the water there. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Man.
Oh, come on.
This might be my highest initiative of the past few weeks. Jesus.
Okay. All right, 20 to 25. It's your highest initiative.
Who do you think? What do you think has been happening these past few
15
weeks?
to 19.
It's gonna be 17.
Hey, I got a 17.
You probably. What do we check?
I have a third. Do you want to go first? I'll go second. I'd like to go second.
Okay, great.
Cool.
Great.
Okay, so is Illien? Okay,
with
10,
13.
13.
No, 1 second. Nani was 14.
Remember when we all had like below 10 initiative, like 2 episodes?
Oh yeah.
TC, you had a.
Very much.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I got a.
Mine
Doxley
is
is
69. I'm
Sorry,
Oh.
we're doing this out of order.
Okay, sorry. So it's Ace, Illien, Doxley right now?
Ace, Illien, Doxley, Nani.
I love Mildred.
10 to 14, anybody? Anybody else 10 to 14? 5 to 9?
8.
Okay.
5.
7 was the Zorn.
7 is the Zorn.
That's so cool.
So it was Nani,
Nani, TC, Zorn.
TC Zorn.
Mildred. What do you got?
Huh?
Oh, I got you already.
Yeah.
I'm a dummy.
Mildred is last.
Is that everybody? Yep.
Mildred. Oh, and the. Oh, we got this.
I like
got
how you
this
went
one.
with the horny grandma idea
Oh,
that we
we
had.
Thank you. There you go. You got it. Yeah.
Independent win.
Okay.
Oh, this is some Pirates of the Caribbean
That
music. Let's
horny
The
go.
whole campaign.
How many encounters does this
Be
make
damned if I don't
for a
play.
24-hour
day?
period? Is this like our 6th or
6 or
7th
7.
encounter?
Mud Boys.
Get in the chat.
We
let us
avoided
know.
the cockatrice. After the Mud
Go ahead and throw your monitors on if you have not already.
tower.
Tower.
Then the event,
And the event.
and then the
The
sky.
No, the tower and then the front of the tower.
Yeah.
Front of the tower.
Or front of the lair.
And the
Oh,
boss.
I see. Then the sky.
And then
No, the boss battle after that. Or
we
you already-
counted
I got that.
then the sky, and then
Let's
the
brighten this up
The
a little bit.
Zorgos. And then this. And we got like 9.
Wow, that's huge.
But you're counting ones that we skipped, like
Okay, then 8.
possible encounters.
Okay, so you guys are, it's not quite as rocky on the right-hand side here, but you guys are running over to the river here where a number of boats have been pulled out. So let's get some boats on the board. We
water
have
looks
one
so nice.
rowboat and a couple of kayaks. there.
Illien would like.
Three kayaks?
would have waited for everyone else to get in the water.
Okay. Let's go ahead and fly those. Okay, we got the rowboat there in the water.
It's got to be the best pirate. So
Oh, yeah.
it would.
I think I mixed up the suits. I'm the best goddamn closer the city's ever seen and Pirates of the Caribbean.
I like that fusion.
Let's get everybody on the board here.
Yay.
See Doxley.
Country girl.
Nani. We've got
Yep.
Oh,
we've got Mildred
there she
there.
is.
Ooh, a buxom wench.
Fuck yeah.
Always.
And then did
I know my role in
Yeah,
this
dude, who am I missing? Illien.
Lucky comic relief.
There we go.
Titties.
My boy. Fly all those.
Oh my goodness.
Fly.
Fly.
Okay, we've got Mildred, TC, and Ace. No, Ace in the rowboat.
Wow, look at that squad.
We've got Doxley in one of the kayaks.
Can you swim? I kind of get the vibe that TC can't swim.
Swim just fine.
We've got
All
I climb better than I swim.
All piranhas can swim.
Piranhans.
Piranhas.
Piranhas?
Piranhas.
Piranhans.
For
They're
piranhas.
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 Yeah.
Okay,
I didn't
so
spend much time by the door.
Ah, okay, you're too high.
we've also
in my
got.
range.
Oh, what the fuck?
Here.
Oh!
Where'd he go?
Awesome.
He's gone.
Let's fight 4 of them.
There we go.
Ew.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
look
so
at that
yes,
thing!
scaly, sort of gaping open maw with its claws there.
He's got 3 eyes, all on his side.
I told
So
you.
it was over here, kind of munching
Yeah,
on that
sure look
crowbar
at
that it cost to TC. So for
my
most
God.
of you, this is the second time today that you're potentially kind of putting your life in the hands of a man-made vehicle that is not your own.
Oh my god, that's right.
Though in a strange twist of fate, the normally daunting rapids pale in comparison to leaping high off of the hillside in a contraption of goblin design. As soon as the boats have half or even sometimes just a third of the hull pulled free from the riverbank, the strength of the current does the rest of the work and immediately starts to yank you downstream.
Okay.
Suddenly the surface spray isn't quite as refreshing as you imagined it. With every dip and bob, you get a nice face full of droplets pelting you from all angles. Very little effort needs to be put into paddling forward. So instead you concentrate your efforts on what little lateral movement you can muster when a boulder or a patch of shallower rocky water makes itself known at the last possible second while you were wiping your eyes. To your left and right, Zorn have appeared along the banks and are accelerating hastily through the earth to try and keep pace. You can see their torsos rotating and their arms swiveling in this kind of like exaggerated swimming motion that makes them look like the front end of a drill boring through the stone and soil.
Wow.
gross.
Occasionally, one will interrupt its normal movements to grab a chunk of rock and hurl it in the direction of the boats.
Funny.
And you want to avoid capsizing. It's probably best that those boulders don't find their mark. So we need a little discussion about how this goes.
Yeah.
We are officially in this river run here as we go down. Yeah, we've got a nice long river run here.
Naval combat.
We're gonna move along.
Jeez.
At the beginning of the round, every vessel has a movement speed, and it moves quite quickly given the sort of movement of the rapids. The rowboat moves at 100 feet per round at the top of the round.
Cool.
It has an AC of 13, and it also is a little sturdy. It's a little hardier. It can probably survive more hits if it was to get hit by some of those Zorn boulders. The kayaks move at 120 feet per round.
Oh.
A little faster. They have an AC of 12 and look a little less sturdy, like they couldn't survive as many hits. Both boats can be propelled forward or slowed if you wanted to, if you needed to like pick up someone who fell in the water. If you make a successful athletics check and use your action to do so. So you can paddle further or try to like slow the ship up to try and manipulate the movement of the ship a little bit.
Okay.
There might be sort of certain checks to avoid boulders in the water or sort of being pelted by rocks. A very important thing is you can use your action to hold a brace. We're calling it holding a brace action. And holding a brace action allows you to attempt to absorb the brunt of the attacks. If the Zorn throws a boulder and it would hit the ship, you can kind of lean in and take the brunt of the boulder. In an attempt to not, because if the ship gets, too damaged, it's gonna sink, and then you'll just be in the rapids. So you can hold an action to brace, to do that. And I think that's where we're gonna start here.
I guess my only other question is, the kayaks are 1 furs, obviously. 3 seats in the rowboat. Are there 3 rowing positions?
There's 2 rowing positions.
Mommies?
Ace and Mildred taking the paddles.
Gross.
Yes, I'm your coxswain. I am your coxswain.
She's throwing, and then Boulder comes like, nope.
Boulder incoming.
Okay, so in addition, we also have, so there's not just the one Zorn, and they're kind of like swimming through the rocks. So we have this one.
The name of the game is to outrun them, right?
Here.
Oh yeah, I know. Oh, wow.
And we got another Zorn kind of up in the rocks here that's swimming along. And another Zorn.
Yeah, this is pretty sick.
This is very sick.
That we'll pick up later.
I can't get over their little like.
Little
I touched the
fingies.
camera. I'm so
Goddamn.
sorry.
It's over. All right. And
What's up? Oh, you're looking for the. Oh, you're.
Kill myself.
Oh, am I wiggling?
No, don't worry about it. Nothing happened.
Okay.
the Zorns shake.
So at the top of the round, we're gonna do the movement of the boats first. So the rowboat's gonna go first here,
Sorry.
and it's gonna go
See you.
100 feet forward there. So you guys paddle downstream, letting the current take you, and all 3 kayaks, if you let it move the full amount.
Yeah, buddy.
So you're like moving up a little ahead if you want to. Well, the boat does move. Yeah, you can. There we go. So the kayak's moving ahead a little bit. We go to Ace. So you have the options basically to paddle forward to get a little extra distance, or you have the option to hold a brace action for an incoming strike.
Let's do paddle.
Great. We're gonna paddle forward. An extra 20 feet there for the rowboat. Give me an athletics check as well. I forgot I have to have my
Well done.
athletics check.
23.
Great, perfect.
Damn.
The spray of the water coming from all sides. All right, we'll go move quickly to Illien now.
All right. Illien's gonna brace.
Okay.
And then, do I say now or later? I want to try to stay at the back of the party, so I'll like try to slow behind the rowboat.
You can. So slowing takes an action.
Oh, it's not a
yes,
brace.
and slowing or paddling in either direction takes an action.
Got
So you
it.
can brace, or you can attempt to slow the pace of the kayak.
Can I choose how much I slow myself by?
Anywhere from 0 to 20 feet.
Okay, I'll try to go 90 feet. So I'm gonna save my action to go 90 feet right behind the rowboat of 3. Actually, 95 if possible. I want to stay close.
So you traveled 120. So the map you can from your position right now, I could have you move back 20 as if you were slowing yourself as you're
I
moving
see.
forward. So is that what you want to do?
No. Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna I'm gonna brace. I'm gonna
Hold a brace, great.
And
So
then
Illien sort of, he has the kayak paddle, but he's looking up to the sides to see if anything's coming, sort of keeping his armor, his back up to see if he can keep it from hitting the boat itself.
Nice to be back on a boat, huh, Doc?
What? Okay, Doxley.
I'm going to be using my action to go 20 feet forward.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Okay. 9.
You only move halves either.
My boat!
I take your boat. Gimme.
Only able to move 10 instead of the full 20 there.
Okay. This boat sucks, Illien.
Your form, Doc.
What?
Nani.
Nani, she's going to brace. So she's paddling and. Okay. TC,
I will
So you
also.
can't
I
paddle.
can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll. Do I see anything to take a shot?
give me a
at
perception
anything?
check.
Oh boy.
Here we go. This one might be hovering up here.
The way it spins.
19.
19. You see this one sort of here, sort of trailing through the rock. So you could.
Does it see me?
They seem like they're following the boats. They like maybe not you specifically, but they're following.
But I
they're
wouldn't
like
be an unseen attacker.
No, it's
Okay.
watching your position.
I will brace them.
Okay. Take the brace.
Bracing the robot.
Excellent.
Zorn.
All right, the Zorn. So they kind of. Oops, that one's. They kind of 120.
Wow.
Fucking hell,
Maybe I should have shot at him.
I am. You could
And
waste
this
some arrows.
one's going to
See.
come back up there. There we go. So this
Their
one
AC
has
is low, and I
Whoa.
can sharpshooter him. I can do
That's
a bunch
true.
of damage.
Okay,
Those are
that one's
100
moving
feet.
along. It's not quite as high as it's looking now. It's just
Oh,
it's for the effect. of
Beautiful
the-
cap.
So they're kind of more like moving through the rock, kind of along here. So this one's gonna move up ahead. So those ones there. So they are going to be disadvantaged shots. They're keeping their distance pretty far, and they're keeping it from the water. So they reach as they're tunneling through. One will grab and then hurl. There's gonna be one at the rowboat where TC is bracing, and we're gonna have one at Doxley. Were you bracing?
No.
Okay. So I need you to give me a no. First it rolls to see if it hits the boat. So this is on the rowboat. That is a 15. That will hit. So now this is the AC.
Since I was bracing, it's my AC or
No.
the boat's?
That was the boat's AC.
Oh,
But
okay.
now you get to make a athletics check to attempt to brace the impact.
Okay.
So
Athletics.
TC, as you see it kind of coming in.
Slaking.
19.
You turn your shoulder and you move over to the side of the boat, and it looks like it's gonna kind of hit the side of the hull, but you this explosion of almost like a mulch kind of substance. It's not a solid boulder because it's basically packing a snowball of like soil, and it chucks it at you, and it's full of little rocks that kind of pelt you over the side. You take a very reduced amount of the damage there.
Is it because of my good check?
Yes, that you reduce
Okay.
the damage.
Nice.
All right.
You only take 4 bludgeoning,
Oh,
and it does not hit the boat. The boat does not take any
Okay.
damage there. from
Can
the
I
boat.
use my uncanny dodge?
Yes. I'll say yes.
So
I'll
am
put
I
it down
within
to
5 feet by any chance?
Huh.
No.
Damn. Okay.
Of TC.
It's
Yeah.
down to 2. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Okay, and that protected the boat from the impact of it. One other one at Doxley
Yeah.
here. So first
You're
of all,
welcome.
let's see if we can hit. And your AC is lower.
I mean, your rocks.
This is still gonna hit. Yeah, the kayaks. Yeah, so that was a 12, so it hits the kayak. Give me a athletics check for the brace.
I don't have brace.
Oh, you're not bracing.
No.
Then that hits the boat. As the chunk comes in, Doxley's sort of concentrating on moving the boat quicker, and you feel the boat kind of rock back and forth. You look
Dear.
back, and a nice chunk of wood has been taken out of the back of the boat. That is one hit on
we
your
should have taken
kayak.
another
there.
tag to have another spot in the rowboat, but it's
Throw in the
too
water.
late.
What?
We should have kept an empty seat in the rowboat to have somebody to be able to jump in. But
Doxley's kayak
Swim.
has one
No, you guys are
damage to
fine
it.
water-wise.
Okay, that is going to take us to Mildred.
Okay, I am going to brace as my action, and as a
Excellent.
bonus action, I will help TC.
Great. Okay.
Since he is standing bracing.
So you can have advantage
on a shot.
on a shot or
Anything.
on your
You
next
have the help
ability
action.
check. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So you can. Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So what you as she's kind
We
of
lock eyes.
as she's sort of moving the paddle and getting ready to brace, you see Mildred just kind of like pointing out where the Zorn are, so it gives TC like a sort of heads up as to where
Nice.
things are in the environment, making sure that he's able to do. Okay, that takes us back to the top of the ace.
You're bracing, and you're.
And he's.
I'm doing something good.
Okay. Do we
Well.
move 100 on the at the top of the
Oh
round?
yes, yep. Everybody's moved.
Lord.
If I have advantage on the shot.
Ace, give me a. Actually, everyone in the rowboat, give me a perception check here.
Everyone in the row.
Okay.
27.
What if I told you about those big brown eyes again? Because that's a 1.
love it.
That's a 1.
22. Okay, a couple of really good sort of spotting eyes in addition to someone who's been down this river a couple times. There's a little bit of a trap here because the water on the right looks a little calmer, like the rapids aren't as intense, and it seems like maybe you could traverse that quite easily. However, as you peer forward, the water trickles out into like a little area there that if you were to turn that way, you might get stuck and like spin around in a little sort of whirlpool there. So if you guys want to move the boat in this left direction here.
Mildred, which way?
You guys go 50. Okay, so there's the 100 for you. And let's do the other kayaks. So all these. You guys following them, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Great, 100 and...
Okay, I'll do a brace this time.
We'll switch it out like a fucking blade.
Paddle brace.
You can have multiple braces as well in
Yeah.
case one of them misses.
Yeah.
So you guys are traveling like a little bit. It's not enclosed, but there's like kind of a rocky overhang, and you guys are traveling. This is cool.
All right.
It looks
But
nice.
I'm already bracing, so.
Yes,
You're.
I'm already bracing as my action, so.
that's what I said. You can double brace in case your brace fails. You could attempt to, but otherwise you can keep the boat.
We'll do a brace this time just to see what
All right,
happens.
the double brace.
Double brace.
Double brace.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna
You can see that the rowboat's a little bit kind of lagging behind just from a little of a lack of paddling, but not so far that it can't be managed. Which takes us to Illien there.
Okay, I'm gonna do something fun.
Yeah.
I want to go and try to hold my speed. Am I able to like move right next to Doxley?
You were trying to hang back and next to Doxley?
Yeah, like just
give me an
get
athletics
right up
check.
next to it.
Yeah. Give me an athletics check.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Give me an.
That's gonna be 22.
Great. So yeah, you're able to pivot the boat close enough that the two of you are kind of like riding next to each other here.
And I'm gonna put the paddle down for a moment, and take out my greatsword and be like, Doc, you're gonna watch this. It's gonna be awesome. And
what are you doing?
And I'm just gonna. That's all I'm doing. That's the end of my turn. I'm gonna have my greatsword out.
All right, Doxley, you're up.
Oh, Christ, Illien, my cousin.
Your cousin Christ.
My cousin
Yeah.
Christ.
Oh my brother Illien, my cousin Christ.
I'm bracing.
Father
Bracing
Jesus.
as
Yeah,
well.
I'm bracing.
Okay, that takes us to Nani. She is going to try and gain a little bit of ground and attempt to paddle forward. Natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Oh, so don't take everybody's stuff.
Ah.
Yahoo.
There we go. Oh, there we go. Actually, the natural 20 will give her an extra 5 feet of movement there. Nani she looks up at the Zorns. No fucking way. Okay, that is TC.
All right. Do I have sight on them? Oh, they're way back there now.
I'm gonna say that like this isn't like a true. They're kind of like trailing the boats
Okay.
alongside, so they're like in the rock, like moving along. There's a bunch of them.
I'm gonna try to take a shot at one of them.
You can. I'll say that one of them is.
Are they all within 120 or which
one
ones
of those
are?
pretty far. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll try to take a shot at the one really close to the screen here, northwest here.
This one.
Yeah,
here.
that one up there.
Great. Yes, you may do so. With the
do
boat
they-
kind of bouncing.
That kind of special skin that they have, does it look like it acts as a nice armor?
Acts as a nice.
I don't know, like.
Like
Do they look
NEC
hard to
12.
Their skin is quite hard, like rock
Okay.
hard.
Okay, all right. I will not. use
They kind
sharpshooter.
of look like they're made of stone, like pieces of stone. So.
Gotcha. But I do have advantage on the attack, which gives
Yeah.
me sneak attack.
Yes.
But I will not take the sharpshooter. I would just attempt to hit it with my +7.
Let's go.
18 to hit. That will miss.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Made of
And the
rock.
horn,
fair,
it
it's
bounces off. It almost tries to catch your arrow in the air, but is unable to do so. And then
Do it again. Do it again.
Do what?
Can you do that thing again? You made me feel so good.
she takes your head. She's like, "It's." That's your help. TC, anything else?
So that's my action.
Yeah.
No, I can't. Cunning action dash? I can't use. No, I'm not in the rowing. All right.
Yeah, you're not in the row position. All right,
Zorn.
so it's the Zorn. So they're following along. They're gonna huck some more. So we're gonna do 3 here, 2 at the rowboat because it's a bigger target that they're seeing, and then we're gonna do 1 at Nani's as well. Here.
Oh, leave her alone.
So,
As a bonus action.
that's a dirty 20 to hit. That will rowboat. Who was the first to brace?
It was me.
And that was. You have not had a turn since you
I have
braced.
not.
Great. Give me an athletics check.
That is a 25.
Excellent, a successful brace. You take 4 bludgeoning damage as you see it coming in, and you know that this boat can only sustain so much. So you get up there and you feel the rocks and pebbles sort of running down the back of your shirt.
Stings down.
And we're gonna have another one at the rowboat. This is gonna hit too. 15 to hit. So there's a second brace. Here. So give me an athletics check.
22.
22.
I couldn't read that at all.
3 bludgeoning damage. TC watches as like the 2 other people in your boat keep standing up to sort of bear the brunt of those chunks of ore and dirt that are being thrown at the boat.
Nasty boys.
Okay, that is the Zorn. Mildred, you are up.
This one.
Mildred, you also know these waters pretty well. You know that when you kind of come out into this area up here, there's a lot of rocks and stuff that you need to maneuver around.
Okay.
So you have that prior knowledge ahead of time that some careful maneuvering is necessary.
Okay, I am gonna row my
Okay,
boat.
give me an athletics check.
Oh, that is 16.
16, okay, great.
And,
Another 20 feet up for the rowboat here.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna use a help for TC again.
Okay, as you're rowing,
He's
sort of
standing.
just keeping track of all the Zorns that are moving through the rock there.
Amazing.
Keep your eyeballs open.
Okie dokie.
top of the round.
That's
You
gonna be the
haven't
top.
blinked
Okay, so we
Fully
can do
peeled.
these. Right. Coming out here.
Do as I do.
Oops. Let's do this.
It's the
You were kind of back here. What was that? About 50 feet, so another 50.
Did you roll it?
I can't row. I'm not at a rowing
Yeah, you can't row.
station.
That's why I keep helping him.
Nice.
There we go. Let's make
He's got one
get some
choice.
good
You
shots
even
of
row,
that.
bro?
I don't.
Right, so you guys are rowing along the river there.
Rowless.
And I need whoever 2 out of the 3 people in the rowboat, I need you to give me strength saving throws as you see the rocks coming up and you have to like pivot, sort of turn the boat and get it to move between these rocks here.
okay.
Wait, is that
Not
I
a
heard kayak.
rowing
I don't know.
station.
What are these? Strength saving?
Strength saving throws, yep.
18.
18. 13, okay. A little bumpy. At one point, TC almost falls at the front. Yeah, so it's a little shallower here, and it's kind of like pinballing against the rocks here. So it's probably this stretch here has a lot of that rocky terrain.
There's a lot of freaking rocks.
I should have told.
I should have told you.
All right, all the kayaks.
Shout that for the kayaks as well.
Yeah.
As we get moving, you see Illien, who's ready for a rock, and then he puts it away and goes.
Another 60. So the kayaks move nice and briskly along
Did we
the
move
water
the top of the
here.
round? Or is
Yeah,
that
we're doing
that.
Sorry, I don't know why
Yeah.
I've apparently only listened to
you're good.
things last few
Let's get down a little bit. There we go. All right, I need strength saving throws for everyone in the kayaks, and you guys have an easier save because the kayaks are more maneuverable than the rowboat.
Not great.
Digging deep over there.
Shut up.
14 for Nani.
Oh no. 17 for Illien.
17 for Illien.
10.
10. Okay. A little bumpy. Illien almost kind of like boxes Doxley out.
You've been off the boats too long, guys.
That is a.
Thought you were seafaring folk.
Oh,
That is half a damage for the boat there. So your kayak has 1.5 damage to it.
1.45 damage.
1.5.
We all need to clean that up.
What is this, 520?
It's a 5 train moment.
520?
Okay.
It's good. I thought I felt one, but.
Excellent. That's going to take us to the top with Ace there.
All right.
So the Zorn are still coming. They're back here, but they're sort of flittering along here through the rock. This one's kind of coming along the shore over here.
Damn.
Let's switch it back. I'll do a row. this
Great.
time.
Yeah, the rowboat's falling behind just a little bit from the
Yeah.
kayaks. Let me grab that this one. Where did he go?
Busted.
Where did he go? There.
I gotta connect with one of these guys.
No, you don't. Just don't worry.
You can do it. You can do it.
What? Don't
Put
shoot
the
at
fear of the
head.
gods.
19?
The fear of the.
Okay. Athletics check for the move.
Fucking dogs.
28.
Great. 28. Yeah, we'll give you a little bonus 5 there for the high athletics roll. Great. Okay, Illien, you're up.
Feel ferried.
Doc, are you going further or are you bracing?
I'm bracing.
All right, me too. Watch this. I'm gonna brace and take my sword back out. You ready?
Are you gonna play baseball?
I'm ready.
Okay, that takes us to Doxley.
George Washington.
Yeah.
Rolling her eyes
The
at her
one
brother.
who's
She's
like-
gonna get out a javelin also. Or no, she's gonna keep the oar and like have it up out of the water,
Okay.
ready to dong something.
All
Dong
right.
racing.
Nani, she looks over at you and she's like, what the f-? She's just gonna paddle.
I love her.
Nani is out of here. 14.
Good for her.
That's another 14.
Good for her.
Another
Cut your
20.
fucking losses, girl.
Yeah.
You bald bitch.
Alrighty.
Too much.
That is TC, you're
I'm
up.
gonna try to take another shot with this help
Alright,
here.
TC turns.
I'm not gonna help you anymore.
I'm not at a rowing station, right? Like we'd have to kind of
But you could
muscle.
brace.
You could brace. Hit my sword, and Ace and I haven't braced.
But I'm so.
No, we haven't
Brace.
See those tasty
Brace.
thorns.
Shoot it.
We haven't
Brace.
Shoot it.
braced.
Brace?
We're gonna
we
shoot
moved
it.
If we get hit,
We're about
it's
to
your
get hit.
fault.
Beefy. We're
It's your
beefier.
fault. We have an AC of 13.
Oh baby, that's a 26 to hit.
That will hit.
I get my
Alright.
sneak
Oh, good.
attack
We're
with the.
They'll go from 120 HP to
You
100.
not
don't know
listening
how
to
scared
your
you're gonna be of
elders.
my.
Hate crime.
Oh my god.
11, 15 piercing damage.
It's dead.
It's down.
Okay. It gets hit, and it's a little surprised. And in addition, as it's swimming through the rock, it kind of pulls up a little bit. It seems like you slowed it by hitting it, like you kind of distracted the creature. Ha! Like the other two are continuing to swim through the rock, and that one falls behind a little bit as it sort of reels back from the injury.
Yeah, that's it for my turn.
Thorn.
Okay, the Zorn. So only 2 of them are going to get an attack this turn because that one got slowed.
Nice.
And they're going to go big target rowboat here.
See, read my words.
One of these is with disadvantage, and one is just regular attack. That is, that was a natural 20 and a 10, which is not going to hit. And then the regular attack, that with it. 17, that's going to hit. Is anyone bracing?
Nope.
No braces? Okay, that's going to do 1 damage to the boat then, 1 damage to the rowboat.
How many damage? We don't know.
You don't know. I mean, yeah,
This
the
one's
earth and rock.
beefier than the-
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah.
chunkier than the, so at least a couple hits, but it hits the back of the boat and it kind of rears up in the front. Whoa! And then and some wooden splinters go flying. So yeah, the rowboat.
Ready.
All right, we're bracing.
Rowboat 1. All right, that is going to take us
Mildred.
to Mildred.
Okay, I gonna brace and I gonna help TC.
Hey, you know it's the right thing to do. You idiot.
You fucking idiot. All right, fine. Help.
You saw me through
We made a lot of eye contact and I liked it.
Okay, continuing through here, I need
let's
once
ride.
again at the top of the round the 2 people of your choice to make strength saving throws as you navigate back and forth through the rock.
Not good.
I don't know, yeah. I got a 10.
That was an 8.
Ooh, okay, as you guys are some tough sort of angles here, you move past this rock and then have to zig back the other way. And as you do so, this bigger one on your left, you kind of butt up against it, and again pieces of wood that takes another damage on the boat there.
Oh,
Okay, we're bracing.
This is fucking shit. I'm fucking shit balls.
Just a chorus of swear words coming.
We'll do Nani's in front first. She's gonna go 120, but I also need to make a save on her. There's 120. She can make a strength save. Ooh, that's a really low from Same thing. She sees you guys and tries to pivot too late and smashes up against the rock. Fuck!
Hold it
So
together.
her kayak takes 1 as well.
Hey, Dice, what's going on tonight? What's the vibe? Okay,
You
fine.
don't know how much HP the
Don't.
boat's
Oh,
in.
Bo,
And it
talk
gets
to
just
me,
like
baby.
one.
Baby, talk to me.
Okay, next up is Illien. Give me a strength saving throw.
He's gonna put his greatsword back away, sad, and then. Okay, that's gonna be strength save, 19.
19. Learning from the mistakes.
You
of
want to
the-
avoid the rocks, guys. You want to avoid.
expertly kind of.
Expertly. Yeah.
Rock.
Goober.
Doxley, give me a strength saving throw.
Rock.
Fucking 23, baby.
23.
Tyrun thing
Follow
playing.
Illien right behind. Once again, the kayak's making a little bit more progress. You look ahead here, and there's a very narrow kind of portion before it dumps out into a very calm-looking bay that may be a sort of logical ending point here for the river. However, you do, as the Zorn are tunneling through the rock, they're right now, they're very far away from you as they're chucking, and as you get into this narrow area, it's going to be much easier for them to hit you as they throw their attacks. Okay,
I'm gonna get him.
that is taking us to Ace there at the top.
Okay, I learned my lesson, so I'm gonna brace.
Ace is going to brace.
Hey.
That takes us to Illien.
You're bracing or moving?
I'm bracing.
Don't do that. Come up with me. And I'm gonna move up to the right of Nani.
Give me an athletics check.
Are you gonna do that?
That's 21.
Don't do that.
21.
What are you gonna do?
Dog,
Right.
right here. Come to the right of me. Right of me. And I'm gonna get my great sword.
You're up.
Great sword out.
It's my turn.
Yep.
You're fucking on, Illien, and she's gonna start racing.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Come right next to me. She's like, no, fuck you.
What's the check?
Athletics check.
10.
10. You only make it 10 feet forward instead of the full 20. Lagging behind a
Dog,
little
where?
bit.
Dog.
I'm coming. Taking on water.
Okay, Nani there in the front. She's just gonna take the lead through the little crevasse here.
Got it, girl.
Oh, it's 17. Excellent.
Can't do anything.
And we're going to move her up 20. You can see as she starts to take, she gives like a look back, so a little nervous, just sort of, as she sort of is moving through the narrowest part of the valley here. That takes us to TC.
Finding the bumps in the time and trying to make gaping maw contact with one of these things. I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Yeah.
My help.
Oh, is that the butt?
It almost rolled.
It's the cat.
With advantage. That is a. Yes, it's a natural puss. That is a 9 to hit.
That will miss. Unable to slow that Zorn with that shot there.
It literally like teetered and then came back. It's brutal.
Okay, the Zorn, so because he was unable to slow one, all three are gonna get attacks here. We're gonna do 1 Illien, 1 Doxley, 1 rowboat here.
I don't know what I can do. I can't intercept myself.
You're
I'm bracing.
You're bracing.
I'm bracing.
Oh, you're both bracing. Oh my god.
Oh, with disadvantage. That's gonna miss. The rowboat one misses.
Oh.
Disadvantage on. Okay, the Illien one's gonna hit, and you were not bracing.
I wasn't. No. I have my greatsword out, but I can't intercept myself.
Your kayak takes 1 damage.
All right. Oh. No. Everything's wrong.
And then I said Doxley, right?
Yeah.
Okay, with disadvantage. That is 11, which
That
I think
misses.
misses. Yes, that misses.
Oh,
It lands in the water next to you, and you makes like a big splash that pushes you up. Okay, there. Mildred's next.
I am going to row forward.
Athletics check for me. Mildred trying to make up a little bit of the ground with the kayaks.
Natural one.
Natural one. Only able to sort of slowly move yourself forward a little bit.
And I'm gonna do my help action to this fucker.
I may have learned my lesson. Who knows? We'll see. Who's just knows?
Okay.
Top of the lineup.
Top of the lineup. We're gonna have Nani scoot through here.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
120 feet, very narrowly through here.
We've all taken like 1 to 1.5.
Okay, moving through there. We have,
We have 2. Yeah,
Illien
Like
up
2 bumps.
next. 120.
little torpedo boy.
Yeah.
Doxley up next.
We are falling behind.
Is the rowboat taking 2 bonks or just 1?
2.
The rowboat has taken 2 bonks. Yep, 2 bonks. And the rowboat.
Well, you can take at least 4.
So you guys just get to this area here where it starts to narrow out. There we go. A little cinematic shot of you all moving through the river there.
Look at it on the screen. Oh my goodness.
All right, Ace. Choice here between brace and row.
Ace is gonna brace.
All right.
Yeah.
Brace. You see those Zorn coming in from both sides, and you're like, fuck. Okay, that takes us to Illien.
All right, Doc. Come up to my left, I'm bracing, and I'm taking my greatsword out again.
Wait, so you are bracing and I've got
I'm bracing, and you move to the left of me, please.
I'm trying to figure out Illien's plan here.
Doxley.
I'm gonna fucking listen to my
Yeah.
dog
Athletics
brother.
check. Let's go.
All right, athletics.
It's gonna happen.
Okay, athletics. Fucking 19.
19. Okay, you're able to move. Do you want to stop at next to Illien? And go further.
Yes, I want to stop at my brother.
All right, the two of you are beside. You get up to the side, and it's so narrow that the boats are kind of knocking against each other.
What's the plan, Aaron?
It's gonna come for you, and I'm gonna bat it away. It's gonna be cool.
That takes us to Nani, who is having none of this. She's gonna row as hard as she possibly can.
Good head.
12. That'll be enough there for the. She can start to see where it sort of empties out into a little lake there. That takes us to TC.
I'm gonna take the heat off.
So these Zorn have also sort of come along the rock here.
Just fucking brace against them goddamn.
Brace this! Natural 20.
Oh, baby!
Brilliant.
Natural 20.
go.
This is gonna do a bunch of damage, I think.
Go for it. Do you want to go for the one that you hit already?
Yeah. Sure. Okay. 12, 13, 14 times 2 is 28 plus 4 is 32.
30
Nice.
piercing.
Nice.
Good hit.
Nice. That one gets hit, and it stops its kind of swimming motion, and it has to reach with its claws and yank the bolt out. And as it does, it sinks through the rock. That one looks like it disappears. Like it doesn't die, but it is giving up its precision.
Good work.
Think twice before messing with the Welker again. Nasty thing.
Okay, one at
Fucking
two
shot,
throws.
my guy.
Without disadvantage, 2 shots.
were my
One
muse.
at Doxley, one at the rowboat here.
I hope it hits you.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that hits me.
Perfect.
I can't wait to see what you got.
And you are not bracing.
No.
But you would like to intercept? Is that the idea?
Yeah, I have to wait till she takes damage though.
Okay.
I won't take the damage. My boat will.
Yeah, it's mostly the boat, but
It's fine.
read the text on interception.
When a creature you see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you with an attack, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage the target takes by 1d10 plus your proficiency. I must be wielding my stuff.
Give me the roll on the basically how high you roll might be able to negate the damage
All right.
from the attack there.
Okay, that's gonna be 8.
8. And with like a giant pop of soil and dirt. I knew it. The robot in the back, everyone's like, whoa!
Let's go!
Doxley, like, full on duck as you swung your sword.
Amazing!
That was fucking awesome!
I know! I'm gonna get my paddle back.
Okay, that was the first attack. Second attack is on the rowboat. Is anyone bracing?
I'm bracing.
Okay, first has to hit, which it does
All right,
very
I'm gonna
easily. Give me
brace
your,
every time. I wanted to happen.
Athletics check, right?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Nat 20.
Ooh,
Which becomes a 30, which is just fun to say.
You
brown
do
eyes,
take
not-
3 bludgeoning, but it avoids any damage to the boat.
Okay.
Successfully braced against the damage to the boat.
We like that.
Okay, Mildred, you're up.
Okay, I gonna pat.
Give me an athletics check.
That is 27,
27. Ooh, yeah, we'll move you up fucking 25 for that.
and I'm gonna give a help action to TC since that's gone so well.
All right.
I just met you, but I feel like I've known you.
I fucking feel it. I feel it.
So I've known you my whole life.
Takes us
my
to
God.
Kiss me on the mouth.
top of the lineup.
kiss you right in the mouth.
Excellent. Let's get this one back. I like this track. All right, we'll do some movement here.
How old is Mildred?
She's old.
I'm so glad.
120 feet there. Nani can taste the freedom
Oh,
there.
so
at the end
close.
of the round. 120 for both of you guys as you stay kind of side by side. Just behind this rock here. Okay.
Best fucking pirates I've ever seen.
And this boat a little bigger. Mildred, having navigated these waters before, I need you with advantage to give me a athletics check.
You got it.
Okay, that is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, great. As you're paddling through, you know that the boat's a little wider than the kayaks. The sort of ravine here starts to narrow, and having gone through here before, you put your paddle up and you make sure to like off from, and it goes the other way, and you flip the paddle around, push that way, and keep the boat on a very much sort of straight and narrow trajectory. That takes us to Ace.
Ace is gonna brace.
Okay, Ace is gonna brace
Keep it
again.
simple.
We're able to
Easy
successfully avoid the damage to the boat before Illien.
All right, I'm good. Let's go. I'm just gonna go 20 feet. In the
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's gonna be 12.
12, okay, yeah. You're just
Okay.
not able to...
Just
take the boat with you.
Just take him.
And yeah, I'll have my greatsword at the ready.
There we go. Let me get you actually in the boat. There we go. Okay, great. Okay, that takes us to Doxley. What are you doing?
I'm moving forward. Let's
Give me an
go.
athletics check.
Oh, boy.
11, okay, only a little bit forward there, Doxley.
Scoot.
Okay, takes us to Nani. She's gonna paddle for her life.
Yeah, girl.
Oh, it was only a,
It was
a 2, but it becomes a 4. But she only goes for 10 there.
Paddle your own canoe, girl.
Yeah. You
She only goes for
That's a
TC, you're up next.
Colors of the wind. I'm gonna try to take some more heat off. There we go.
Alright, the Zorn are following along the ridge here.
And like the live, laugh, love fun. Like.
She's live, laugh, love on this.
That is a no more. 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay,
Boards on the
sneak attack again. Will be.
Ooh.
That's good.
Tasty, that's tasty.
10, 16, 20 piercing damage.
Fuck yeah. Get it out of here.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
Does that take it out of commission for this round?
It does take it out of commission this round.
Nice.
So there's only one attack happening,
Yeah.
which means it is going to take a chunk and throw it at the boat.
You're bracing now.
Bracing.
It does hit, so I need you to give me a athletics check.
15.
15 will do it.
Nice.
You take another 4 bludgeoning, but once again, the boat does not sustain any damage.
Nice.
And that's going to take us to Mildred.
Get
I'm gonna paddle my own canoe.
Give me an athletics check.
Paddle it on.
And that is a natural 20.
Natural 20 will give you a
Wow.
nice
A lot of
Wow.
30 feet here as you push the boat to its limits.
Well done, well done.
Catching up a little bit.
Anything else?
I'll help after TC. We're gonna really make. Well, you got this, my boy. You really got this.
so much.
Oh yeah.
All right, that's the end of the round here, which takes us to movement.
Oh, bridge.
I love it.
Yes, there's a bridge up
Ooh, nice bridge.
Is this Nani here in the front? Yeah. She's
Kayak commander? What did
I
that
think it
say?
says commoner.
I am the kayak commander.
All right. She starts to feel where it comes
nice.
kind of out into the more open lake here.
Hell yeah, Nani.
120.
Come back to this part of the song for the beginning.
And I need Mildred, give me one more time here because the narrow with advantage.
Can I
athletics
mimic
check.
her with my cane on both sides?
Ooh, not as good as I would like it to be. It's a saving throw or no?
No, just athletics check.
Oh, okay. That's a 16.
16. Okay, great. Again, making sure that the boat stays right in the middle of the course because you don't want it to kind of bash up against the sides. Keep it straight, which takes us to Ace again.
Brace.
Brayson again. Ace is like, this is working.
We're not gonna mess
You got
with
a
this.
couple
Yeah,
kind
I'm
of
like,
bruises, clods of dirt in your hair. That you're
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Illien.
Short round.
I'm gonna. How much do we move up? It's 20 feet if we
20
get
feet,
successful, right?
yeah, unless you roll really high.
And I'm 10 ahead of Doc.
About, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just move up 10.
Okay.
Okay, that's gonna be 26.
26, great. Oops.
You're moving farther than you want.
Yeah. I'm too strong.
And great, up 10 feet through the little kind of reeds
And
there.
have my greatsword ready.
Okay, Doxley.
Can you zoom out a little bit here?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Okay. Doxley's gonna use her action to move forward, and as she zooms toward Illien, hopefully, she's gonna say, "Last one to the pond is a fucking bulbous little stupid fishy."
It'd probably be TC.
No, between you and me.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the middle of the boat! What?
Give me an athletics check.
You're my mate. 12?
You only move up 10. You're not able to get on the top.
I roll
Wow.
above an 8.
You better not get hit by a rock because I'm not protecting you no more, sister.
Okay, Nani, she's gonna roll for her to move up. She succeeds. Nani, head of the top of the class there at the front. All right, she gets to the wider part there, which takes us to TC.
Trying to
Go ahead.
get her
Shot.
done again. With advantage, with my lovely help. 24 to hit.
Or that'll hit again.
We're gonna do another sneak attack. Okay. 14 plus 4 is 18 piercing
18,
damage on this one.
nice.
Again,
Nice.
a double up on the guy that I hit
Sure,
last
yeah.
time.
Okay, that takes us to the Zorn. So basically, as you're getting closer to this wide open area, you can see the Zorn start to slow a little bit as the boats move into a spot where you get further and further from the shoreline. They're sort of anticipating that they won't be able to reach you, that they won't be, because they're not good swimmers. They aren't able to kind of, so they're slowing up a little bit, but at one last, they take like a couple hunks, and with one last sort of Hail Mary, they're gonna each throw 2 here.
Did I not take one of them out?
No.
You took 1 attack out, so we'll say 3
Okay.
attacks total. Yeah,
Okay.
you took 1 attack
That's
out.
fine.
So we're gonna have 2 on the rowboat and 1 who's on behind in the kayak. Doxley.
Okay.
Doxley.
Do we have one brace or your brace? I'm bracing.
It's just 1 brace.
Yeah.
But great,
Okay,
so how,
just
like-
one brace. It's fine.
I missed.
These are both gonna hit the rowboat here. And
No.
that's gonna hit the kayak too. I mean, they have a pretty
God
good modifier without having disadvantage. So give me an athletics for the brace.
Sorry, check.
Athletics check for the brace.
29.
Okay, you take 2 bludgeoning. That one does not hit the boat. The other 2 do connect, which is 3 for the rowboat and 2.5 for Doxley, I think.
Yeah.
The rowboat, you can see it's taking on a little bit of water, but you're able to keep battling. And Doxley's like snaps in half. Starts to fall into the water there. So your boat is destroyed or damaged beyond kind of
Shite.
repair there.
God.
We were so close.
Man.
2.5 HP. It only had 2.5 HP.
Okay, that is the Zorn. Takes us to Mildred.
Well, fuck me sideways. I'm gonna row. as
Come up
fast as
alongside her. I'll try to grab her by the ass.
That is 24.
Great, so full 20 there.
And I'm gonna help TC help action.
Okay, so the Zorn have dropped back. As you guys
Okay.
are rowing by, TC, you have an opportunity to sort of
Yeah.
try and grab Doxley.
Yeah. Even if that means like literally dragging her along because she can't fit.
Yeah, I mean, give me a athletics,
You're
but
a
it's gonna be
CL.
with it if you want to use the help with advantage there.
Got her face in the water. I'm like, don't worry, Mildred. She can read the water. Don't worry.
You're like alongside rocks, like.
All right then.
She's fine. Don't worry about her.
Kind of flopping like a dead fish.
Athletics check is what this
Advanced.
With advantage.
With advantage. Yep. Okay, 17.
17.
Yep.
You reach your hand up, you feel TC. What you do is you kind of pull yourself half onto the boat there,
Okay.
and you're kind of being dragged along as they keep paddling.
Watch your legs.
Get out into that more open area. And as you wait for kind of a moment in the very center of that little kind of lake area, I'm just gonna show you here. As you guys all come out, like into this deeper portion here as well, and you just kind of sit in the middle, and you watch as the Zorn kind of start to head back in the opposite direction there.
And then he's gonna paddle up next to Doc.
Not one
Rotten
word.
egg. Egg? Got it.
I'm gonna turn around and kiss TC hard on the mouth. Good fucking shooting there. My wife don't mind it if I kiss an occasional person.
You inspire me.
Fucking job.
Mildred.
God damn me sideways.
Ace is like sitting between them, like, okay.
All right. All right. Couldn't have made it out there without your help.
I hope this bucket of rocks is worth it.
It's not a bucket of rocks, it's fucking mithril.
When I saw it earlier,
Which I guess is technically a bucket of rocks. But
I just maybe couldn't discern that there were minerals.
I mean, it was
in
pie. It's like maybe someone lower in the crate still had some mithril in it. Yeah.
What about all your friends?
they'll figure it out.
You gonna keep this all to yourself is what I'm asking.
We're all independent. I got it. We'll bring it back. We all distribute it.
Nani with the paddle kind of resting on her hip there. She said, "Just wait a moment here in the center, and maybe we go to shore."
Sounds good.
Good fucking plan.
So here we're. And that's where we're gonna take a little break.
Yeah.
Successful
Well
run.
done. It was so fun.
Down the
in one
Switchback
piece.
Rapids.
Bodily,
What?
you're alive.
Oh, yeah.
You look so
Oh,
disappointed.
I'm not grumping.
Oh, okay.
It's the most we've laughed during
You
a
lost.
combat.
That was good.
I lost
5
race.
weeks.
Yeah.
I lost.
Able to evade the
Yeah.
Zorn on your rapid trip through the Switchbacks.
Got those things.
Dumping out of the basin here. And the river continues on. It's just like there's a big sort of area here where it slows and then sort of trickles out. It actually goes out in a couple different directions here. That's where we're going to pick it up right after a little break.
Don't go anywhere.
Almost back to the valley.
Almost back in the shit.
Please can't wait to get back in fucking Brunkhollow.
Oh my goodness.
Horny
gracious.
grandma.
Mildred's awesome.
During that kiss, the whole boat like.
God damn it!
Fucking worth it.
All right, everybody. We got some fun and games for you.
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Just get your Brunkhollow
There's a
power
new game
ball.
in the works, but it's not here.
there's no
It's
fun
a
and
good one,
games
but it's
for
in the
you.
works. It's in the works. Brunkhollow Powerball. Enjoy the game. See you all on the other side.
Bye.
Follow, subscribe, like, then comment. In that order, follow, subscribe, like, then comment.
In that order.
Welcome back, everybody, to chapter 33 of Brunkhollow. We've gone down the Switchback Rapids, and it's dumped us out just on the edge of the valley here of Brunkhollow.
Switchback.
But before we find out what awaits us on our final stretch to town...
You said final stretch.
Is it all not a final stretch?
I've got it.
Yes.
I am here for all of you. Whirling Nerdist resubscribed, the 25 Stream Street, Finesse resubscribed, 49 Plague Doctor resubscribed, Nerfmaster resubscribed, Dave the One resubscribed, Dave Powers resubscribed, Quixote Esquire, 10 Stream Street, Clave on Clave, 5 Stream Street, Poshman resubscribed, Helljack 349 bits, Spacebar resubscribed, Orc Skull rated us hello if you're still here, thank you very much. Hi guys. The One Left Behind resubscribed, Chicken Perot, Chicken Pot Pie, that's a dope name. Chicken, it's typed cool. Chicken Pot Pie resubscribed,
like
and the
chicken
Dino
pot
pies
resubscribed.
are-
Like 3.14 chicken pop.
Reno Twitch guy resubscribed. Revelation subscribed. Quindecim resubscribed. Helljack 222 bits. Singularity roleplay rated us while we were on our break. Thank you so much. And then Jay Brownie 500 bits. Thank you so very much.
guys.
Hello, welcome and hang out if you're still here.
Give you a big fat kiss. Mwah.
Big fat wet orc.
A real Mildred.
A real Mildred. I'm gonna give you a Mildred.
Real Mildred face suck.
Oh my god. Good gods.
Having now reached more level terrain, and with the elementals of startling swiftness abandoning their pursuits, you look around and with a massive collective exhalation, come to realize that you've made it. You're back in the valley. Even if there's still some traveling through Clinker territory to do here on the eastern end, you've found your way back to the only area within the cusp that could sensibly be called safe at this point in time. And not a moment too soon for weary minds and bodies. At somewhere between 6 and 7 in the evening, maybe closer to 7, the sky has turned to shades of orange and lavender, reminiscent of the colors cascading forth from Morna when you burned her body earlier today. A nice thought that, whether true or not, it might be those very same colors, her colors, that occupy the sky now. By the time you get back to town, the torches and lanterns lining the streets will be lit, and the sun will have fully set on perhaps your toughest day yet in Brunkhollow. From here, it seems like you have the option to continue on foot or by boat. The stream is moving gently enough that you can mostly just kind of coast with minor course corrections. Even with some superficial damages to the rowboat, and with Doxley sort of not having one, you could climb onto another kayak, and it's not going to sink, it just won't go very fast. So you weren't able to do that when you were trying to sort of run away from the creature. But you can ride one of the boats that's available. So you have the options here, sort of traveling along the river or through the river itself. If I'm not mistaken, I think this river comes upon a crossing just south of Detention Pass. I think I mentioned that. And there's a little dock there where on a nice day people like to cast their lines. Either with the boats or without, not a bad way to keep us from getting too close to the prison. Not that I think anything bad's gonna happen, but they just might give us a hassle, get to questioning us if we're on their part of the neighborhood.
What was your plan to come down this way, Mildred?
We only pulled aside just to get the boat repaired a little bit, and then we was gonna continue all the way down the river, but then this fucking Zorn came,
And we know the rest.
and you know the rest.
Were you able to salvage too much of your goods?
I'll sort through the rest of these rocks right here. Look like just rocks, says TC says, but maybe there's some good stuff down in the bottom. Wasn't a good day to begin with. God damn me to hell!
I'm sorry, Mildred.
It's all right there, son.
I, for one, am grateful that you were there.
Well, I sure as fuck appreciated you guys coming along when you did.
You guys are all kind of drifting kind of in a line here, getting closer to, it sort of widened out and then narrows again. Not so narrow that you can't kind of ride side by side. And as you're sort of getting to that point, and everyone's sort of discussing, thinking about the course you're going to take, I need everybody to give me perception checks.
Oh.
That's fine.
15?
6.
19.
16.
7.
Mildred, as your boat sort of takes the lead there in the rowboat, and as you're kind of facing back, talking to people, looking kind of over your shoulder, you hear a little bit of rustling and a little bit of sputtering kind of on the shoreline. Like a and And as you look over, there's some tall reeds, and there's like a pair of boots sticking out of the reeds. Sort of looks like someone's lying down that you're not able to totally see there.
Oh, fuck me sideways. There's somebody in the reeds over there.
Shit.
Is it one of yours?
Oh, no.
Is that a body?
I was looking for an excuse to get wet. I'll dive in and head toward the body.
Oh,
He's gone.
Take
He's
a
gone.
minute. Oh, right.
I'll follow you.
he just
It could
fucking
be.
Oh,
goes.
grab the kayak, Doc. Sorry.
What?
I
not
left
what he
the kayak
does.
behind as I swam.
I'm just gonna swim.
Or whatever. We don't need it.
It could be a trap, you moron.
Nothing to be done now.
Yes.
Illien heads on over. It doesn't take long, like you swim a little bit and then you're able to walk. Like it gets shallow pretty quickly there along the edge. And as you get a little closer, you peer over the side of the reeds and you can see a man with kind of very thinning hair and sort of the little remnants of a beard. And his clothes are sopping wet, and kind of a bedraggled appearance. But the bedraggled appearance is maybe the least of his worries because he also has several bruises forming on his skin and a splintered wooden shard jammed deep into his upper thigh there that he's currently trying to excise, sort of.
All right, wait. Sir, don't pull that yet. Bandage it up. As it gets pulled out, you don't want to lose too much blood, all right?
All right.
All right. I'm gonna move you up a little bit out of the water here.
Ask him who it is.
I'm gonna get him under the arms.
Is that Mildred?
Yeah, hello? Yeah?
Sort of pulls him up so you can get a look at him, and it's Crawford. It's one of the people that was mining with you at your
Oh, buddy.
So is it a trap?
No, it's not a trap. Put that. I'm gonna start going over to
Good to see you in one piece.
Oh, guys, you all right?
You certainly had the right idea making for the trees.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't have time to yell at you.
Oh, no, that's all right. We all scattered. I ran a bit, and then I grabbed a hold of a log that got loose, and I just floated downstream. Rapids beat me to shit.
Oh, buddy.
And you can see like he's got like a cut here, a bruise here. He just looks like he just got kind of banged around as he was kind of moving down the water.
Let's
While they're
healers.
talking,
Anybody got any healing potions for this guy?
fresh out. Can I
Can
start?
I make a perception?
An insight check? Yeah, you can make an insight check.
That is that's a 13.
Give me a deception check.
Oh my god.
17, baby.
We've got healer's kit.
In addition to the sort of convincing nature of it, TC's already kind of pulling out a healer's kit, so they seem to have some sort of bandages and things at their disposal.
Lean him up against a tree.
Doxley's gonna like put pressure on his shoulders.
Just stay still,
Trying to pin
Crawford,
him down.
alright? No, don't breathe in and out like that so fast. You know what we're supposed to do. Take a deep breath in through your nose. No, in through your nose, Crawford. And then let it out real slow through your mouth.
All right, TC, I'm gonna pull the thing out.
Yeah.
All right, I'll quickly
All right, on three. You ready? 1. I'm pulling out.
Medicine check. Give me with advantage there.
All right.
With an advantage.
Oh, thank the Lord. All right.
It was a 2.
Oh, not that. Okay, well, that's a 9.
9. You yank it out, and it's a clean yank, but it immediately starts to just blood pours out of the thigh there, and it just not quite as quickly as you'd like, but you start to wrap it up a little bit, and you can immediately see his eyes just go a little unfocused. He doesn't quite pass out, but you can tell the blood sort of.
Yeah, I got good news. I got good news for you, buddy. I saved some of the mithril, so that's good.
That's good.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna need to pay for the dock services.
Yeah. We will do it. We'll do it. Maybe we put you on a boat and get you back to town real quick.
That sounds good. You taking the boats down?
Yeah, we taking the boats down.
Blood loss is making me a little woozy.
Yeah, and you don't got to do anything. You don't got to talk or do nothing, all right?
All right, I'll just lie here in the
You just,
boat.
no.
Doxley's gonna twist his nipple like really.
Whoa!
It's best to stay conscious, I
Yeah,
think.
all right.
I don't know.
Gotta keep an eye on him, don't we?
Yeah, for sure, but like go fucking easy on him. God damn me.
Just gotta stay awake.
I think that's more concussions of the head and less holes of the leg.
When did you become a doctor?
Nobody got a healing potion on him at all, really? That sucks.
Let's get him to a boat. Can we get the boat closer to the shore?
I can make it back without a healing potion. If I go out again, you give me another twirl.
And she pulls the boat over to the side there, and you're able to lift him and kind of set him into the boat.
You want to steer him on the rowboat, and we can all
Yeah.
kind of double up on the kayaks.
Sure, if that works for you guys.
Sure.
Can we swim like and keep up with boats that aren't trying to go at their top speed?
Yeah, it'd be tiring. You're still
Okay.
like that's
All right, then maybe
swimming
we'll
for a while.
Dive in and out just for fun.
Don't be a hero.
Okay.
It's been a long
I mean,
day.
again, 2 people can sit on a kayak if you're not
Yeah.
trying to move the kayak
Okay.
very quickly.
That's
Like,
fine.
you can definitely do that.
I appreciate you picking me up.
Maybe you want to
anyone else
be in
that
this, in this boat with him. You twist the nipple and you also row with me.
That sounds like a good plan.
Sounds good. And
Both of my
everybody else
strengths.
can double up on there.
You go with Nani? TC, I got you.
Or maybe just give him a light slap because the nipple is like.
No, you have to go for a
sensitive.
sensitive area, like the
Alright.
nipple. It could also do
Wet
some other
willy.
spots.
Okay.
Was there anyone else that you saw swimming, or are you the only one that made it down this far?
I ran with Harold for a while.
What happened to him?
We split off at one point. I dove for the water, and he went for the cliffs.
Fuck me sideways.
He might make it.
All right.
Like I said, I ain't seen no bodies.
Yeah, me neither. We didn't when we was coming down.
You might want to take another endeavor back upriver once you get back and get yourself together.
If we get back to town, we don't see him. We'll head back out. Claim's out there anyway.
Yeah. We be coming back. All right.
It's just downhill shit, I guess.
Fucking downwheel. I'm too old for this.
Fucking Autry. It's his idea to come out here.
I met your friend, Mr. Cobb. He's a very kind man, helpful.
He's a nice guy, but you know, he's got these high ideas about all the good that'll come out of it, and you know, independent ain't nothing. Bison take all the big digs. Not that I wish to speak ill among bison. I've seen your faces.
Not to mention, fucking, he's cutting and running, Autry. You know.
I know, but it's because his wife won't come.
Yeah, I ain't got no wife. I ain't complaining.
I know. Well, it's because you don't got a wife. Some of us is trying to get our wives out here, all right? It's a priority when you got one. You'd understand that.
All right.
You just take those deep breaths in through your nose and then let it out real slow through your mouth. No, don't.
I'm breathing.
Don't
I'm
have to
breathing.
do any of that. She's a little trigger happy, ain't she?
Any excuse to twist a nipple, that's for sure.
Illien, don't make this weird. All right. I'm just gonna sort of paddle off. We gonna get you to the
twisting.
gonna get you to a dock.
So it's a rowboat and 2 kayaks, and you guys are doubled up on
You see anybody else when you run? You and Harold was there for a while. Anybody else there?
We split off at the beginning. It was just us for a while.
Damn.
I believe. Like I said, I ain't seen no bodies. It's a wily group we got.
It's true. It's true.
Did you lose is this only a fraction of what you left with, or?
It was a bad day. We left one crate back there. It was pretty well picked through, but we'll see. It was a bad day anyway.
We've had other ones pan out all right. The Autry sent plenty home. I seen his piles of meat that he got, so.
Yeah, we're gonna have some, I
Do
guess.
you all share, or do you get what you get?
We all pitch in to purchase the claims, and then what we dig's what we dig.
Yeah.
You don't want to spend all day digging only to give half of it away to somebody else.
You know, seem to work together pretty well. Seems like a very...
Independents gotta stick together.
Can't go out there alone.
Sure can't. All kinds of creepies and crawlies, Kruthiks and owlbears and all kinds of shit. They'll fuck your shit right up.
You keep saying that it was a bad day anyway. It got worse.
I mean, we got attacked by a fucking Zorn. Yeah, that's the end of a bad day. I mean, it was a bad day we didn't get that much mithril to begin with.
Will you have to go back? Is this your only dig right now?
We got another one.
We got another one, yeah.
It's close to pinched out's the problem. That's why we moved to a new one.
But you didn't hear anything about these Zorns beforehand? This wasn't something you've dealt with before?
They're pretty rare. We
Rare.
heard of them.
Yeah. I mean, prospectors know of Zorns. Yeah. They can smell them metals ways away. Thanks anyway. A little more drifting down the road. Your westward progression continues. It becomes commonplace to see some other people scattered throughout the forest. Sometimes small groups of miners or fishermen putting an end to a day's work. Sometimes pairs of riders wearing green and gray that are making some scheduled patrols. You see some heads occasionally turn in your direction, but people mind their own business for the most part. A nod or a wave maybe being the full extent of any kind of exchange. Up ahead, however, TC feels a sudden pang of discomforting deja vu. When he sees something up ahead, someone up ahead. Though it's not recognition of the person themselves producing that feeling, but the visual picture in front of you. Someone who looks much taller than any man ought to be, their head hovering very close to a tree limb, and a bit of light discernible between their feet and the ground below. There's someone hanging by their neck, just beside the river. And only 10 or so feet further gets you within range to see that they also look like to have their hands tied behind their back, and a bag draped over their head. Again, the body isn't necessarily someone you recognize, it's just you've walked across a grim scene of a attempted hanging earlier, a couple days ago. It's hard to gauge exactly how long they might be dangling there, but the color is not gone from their skin completely. It seems like it might have been, maybe like today, yeah. And there is an accumulation of footprints of varying size all around the base of the tree to further confirm that maybe this was not an act of own free will, that there were other people here at one point. Sort of a stockier body that's sort of hanging there.
Not clinker colors.
Not wearing clinker colors, no. Yeah. And as it's kind of coming up, all the faces kind of turn to look. That's a grim sight.
Is this something that happens out here with you independents?
It's not something that happens inside the valley all that often.
No.
Killings around here typically done by sword, arrow, or claw.
Not some vigilante justice or some.
Are hangings particular factions?
Not that I know.
Fuck me neither.
We just prospecting types. I don't know nothing about that.
Doxley's gonna start taking off her oversized quiver. She's gonna get ready to just dive into the water and
I'll
head
head
to the
over
shore.
to the dead body.
I doubt
Pull a
you'll
kayak.
find anything on them.
It's not for pilfering.
You think you know the feller?
It's good to check.
As they're heading over, you see
Kinda
Crawford.
slow.
Yeah, he
Slow
grabs a
up.
paddle just to help sort of steer it toward the bank there where it kind of bumps up against the riverbank just to slow it down. You guys jump out.
Give you a boost up the tree.
Yeah, just cut it down.
And it's Ace and Nani in the
Yeah,
other way,
and
sort of
we'll- yeah.
floating in the back there.
It was me and you, so if you jumped in, I've got your
Oh
kayak,
yeah,
Okay,
TC's got the kayak, right?
Yeah, I'll get up there, I'll cut the rope, and get the body.
And even before you could sort of take the bag off the head or anything like that, as you're grabbing the bottom legs there are signs that you might recognize who it is. Very thick chest, barrel-chested almost, blonde hair, and tattoos from the shoulders down to the fingers. Sure enough, it's Court, looking significantly less confident and lively than when he did back when you spoke with him at the butcher shop, or when Ace spoke with him at the butcher shop. And as you sort of pull the hood off,
Let's get the rope off of him.
Is Court the guy that you were having a thing with?
she spoke to him at the butcher shop. That's how she learned about where Nani was.
Oh God, so you guys know him?
Yeah, Crawford and Mildred exchange a glance, and right away that you guys can tell, the two of them can tell that you guys have like a look of sort of recognition.
Friend of buddy of yours?
No, not a friend.
Say to Doc, hey, you don't think this is Ramo's work? It's the only one I knew that had a connection with him.
Other than the whole guild.
Would
Are
I
you
know
with us?
if it's
Oh,
Bison's
I mean-
MO to
I don't know how far we are.
just beat up and hang, or does any of this smell like? Because I told Bison Court's name.
You
so yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I would say Bison has an MO. Like he's certainly not above killing someone that's
Yeah.
wronged him, but he's not known for stringing up his enemies as a way.
We're also we're still in the outskirts, right?
You're in the valley, but yes, you're still a decent ways east of Brunkhollow, and you're kind of in Clinker territory.
How far are we from the boats?
I mean, if you pulled them up to shore, and then the trees maybe another 20 feet from,
Okay,
from
great.
the shoreline there.
Well, he deserves something. I'd lean him up against a tree. And
Could be Bison's work. Could be Ramo Klein's.
Can I look at the body and maybe the surrounding area just to see if there's any evidence of who might have been here?
Sure, give me an investigation check. You can give it
Also,
advantage. You have a second.
I want to look for the note I gave him.
Okay.
Give Court.
Do I know who Ramo Klein is?
I would say you've heard the name before, yeah. Again, sort of the mention of that is surprising because you, like most people, assume Ramo Klein is dead, as he was known to be.
6.
With advantage, 6?
8.
8, okay. He seemed to have been stripped of belongings, he's wearing his clothes, but he doesn't have any other thing in the way of belongings, and the only thing that you notice on him is you notice a kind of snaking symbol tattoo that looks a little familiar to you, because you've seen one up close before.
Does it look fresh or like an old tattoo?
Not super fresh, not like it was done super recently,
Okay.
yeah. So it's sort of snaking up and down, sort of squiggly tattoo, and there are 6 numbers underneath that tattoo. 804-227. Almost like you'd see on like a dog tag or something, but
I'm keeping an eye, honestly, in the surroundings to see if there's anybody, like, sitting in wait. Or,
give me a perception check.
Natural 20.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second.
So I take it, not a lot of love lost.
He had it coming.
Had it coming this way?
That I can't say. I don't think so. But what's done is done.
All right, well, let's not stall any longer. We'll just get the body into a place and we can...
Fucking leave him here.
No, I just mean, like, we'll lay him out and not just leave him strung in a tree.
Okay.
I don't want to, impose nothing. Where I'm from, we bury the shitheads, too.
Yeah.
Lest we lower ourselves to their shit-headed ways.
It is.
Do you have a
what
shovel?
we do as well.
It's the only issue. I don't have a shovel on me.
Don't gotta be deep.
I'd rather get back if it were a vote.
I just ain't gonna stop you. I just thought it'd be said.
We got a shovel right here in the boat, don't we?
You have a shovel?
There's some mining equipment, yeah, pickaxes, shovels.
Just give me 5 minutes, TC. I'll do a quick something and
Take a
get
nap.
to work.
I guess Doxley's gonna use Bill, like, just try to like, get into the earth a
Yeah,
little
sure.
bit.
So, yeah. As that's kind of going on, Nani sort of leans forward.
Do we know who that is?
Yeah, that's the one that nabbed you. Little blondie.
The elf? What?
Didn't that Ramo guy pass you off to some big blonde boy?
No, I was just with the elf until they bagged me. You're saying this guy's who he handed me off to?
Yeah. He was working with the goblins, found him at the Thieves Guild. Tried to fuck him right up, but someone got in the way of that.
Never saw his face till now.
Well, that's the scumbag.
No harm in letting him bury him, I guess.
All right.
TC with the natural 20 there. Sort of watching, just sort of a little, just sort of uncomfortable in the space here. Like you didn't want to have to wait here. You're kind of looking around, and almost to sort of confirm your annoyance and not wanting to sort of have stopped here, you hear like a, and the sounds of a horse that starts to speed up a little bit.
We may be about to have company of some kind here.
Fucking hell.
And coming through a couple of the trees is someone in a uniform, green and gray, a uniformed officer of Fort Contrition. An elven man with a kind of thin mustache. And he has a chunk missing from the top of his ear, so only kind of one of his ears remains pointed. And he...
Slouch down in the kayak with my hat down.
You there! You need to keep your boats moving through this stretch. River's too narrow here, makes itself a hazard to those who use it for transport.
We're just doing a quick burial. We'll be out of your way in a handful of minutes.
A quick what then?
Burial. We found someone hanging here.
He rides up a little closer.
What's this then?
I don't know. Found him hanging, strung up, so thought he deserved a rest in place.
I hope there's an explanation for that body that doesn't trace back to your sword.
Certain, I mean, there's
We
no
just
problem.
found him here.
All right. I'm just saying this acreage belongs to Fort Contrition.
Right.
Which is no secret, you'd be wise not to deny knowledge of that simple fact. A killing along here, however justified anyone may think it is, gives me no pleasure to say it would put me to work on it. Requires looking into.
I see. I know nothing. Everyone was gone at this point. There's some foot traffic nearby, but
I believe what you say, but I would like to record your names in case there's questions to be asked at a later time.
certainly.
If I peek up, do I recognize this person?
No.
No.
Takes out a little quill and notepad there, puts it on the saddle, sort of flattens it out.
Who can I say found the body?
I went and checked out the face, so I guess me.
Name, sir?
Illien.
Your last name, sir?
Tyrun.
Doxley. Tyrun.
Alright.
I'm gonna go back to shovel.
Mildred Grissom?
I'd ask you to stop that, sir.
You gonna want to investigate it, sounds like.
We're gonna need to have a look at it.
So, good news
Sure.
is we don't gotta bury him. You can just get a move on.
You, sir?
Marlin.
Marlon, your last name, sir?
Ishtig.
Give me a deception check with advantage.
Natural 20.
Oh my god, for real?
Nice.
Woo!
Got Morna's Ishtig
There's like a twinkle that goes.
I'm Marlon Ishti. Don't forget the motherfucker.
You there, in the back.
Ace,
Last name?
Adam's Rogue.
And he looks past you. And you, ma'am? Nani Mitchell.
And she sort of leans forward to sort of whisper over his shoulder. I guess we're fucking out of here anyway.
Yep. Fuck that fucking joyous, bright-eyed fucking sea elf. Why'd we have to stop?
All right.
Crawford's passed out by me.
Oh no, I wasn't there to watch this table!
He doesn't see him lying in the boat. He doesn't see him like lying. He's like lying at the base of the boat, so he doesn't see him.
Lucky fecker.
I appreciate your cooperation in these matters. We'll send someone from the fort to collect the body, so if you'd please be on your way.
Just in case you clinkers aren't up to speed on ink, he's wearing Hart and Boyd's colors on his skin. Would be the first people that I would go and check on.
Where'd you learn that from? How'd you know?
I'm just perceptive is all.
Well, you said it was ink.
Yeah?
I'm asking you which ink. He's got quite a number of tattoos.
She'll point to it.
The actual one?
Yeah.
Oh.
I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Not trying to hold you up.
Good
Just have a
day.
look into these things.
No, appreciate your work. All right, well, of course.
Didn't ask his
See you later.
name, did we?
What's your name? He's gone.
Give me your name, Horse-master, and I shall give you mine.
So as you guys kind of get back in the boats, you look over to the shore there where the body's still kind of lying, sort of partially.
You can let dead ends be dead.
Crawford, you
It's
doing
more
okay?
about honoring the dead.
What the fuck happened?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Getting in the boat.
Doxley, he was already awake there.
Further traversing down the river there. A little more time here. Ride continues. Probably less than 30 minutes away from that juncture. And the juncture that Nani described there with the crossing and the dock sounds very similar to actually where you ran into Sharkbait the second time on your way out. So it was just that little area that had like a little fishing dock there. So it sounds like that's where you're targeting.
There's like 4 more notes, just like, oh,
where'd you guys go?
Are we gonna pass the Merc Hall first?
Once you enter back into town, you can go over the water. You can.
But it also might be closed by then.
It's possible, depending. I mean, it's
24-hour diner. No.
it might be closed for sort of general business, but Daphne, like, she lives there. She might still be there.
He's pretty much lives.
Yeah. I think you guys have visited the Merc Hall pretty late in the evening before.
The heads.
Yeah.
So you're getting a little closer, a little time now.
Sorry to hold you all up with that.
This is it.
It's all right. Crawford's the most inconvenienced.
Yeah.
Doing all right there?
It was good of you. Try and see him buried. Anybody want to say a prayer for him?
No.
Fuck no.
Not really.
do you know any?
Anybody mind if I say a prayer?
Not really.
You go for
Give
it.
2 shits.
I
takes
encourage
out-
it.
He takes out like a little bloody journal from his pocket. That seems to be like a sort of collection, not dissimilar from the one that TC sort of owns there.
Sort of looks around just to check in on people's faces.
Ask not what you further provide. I make demands only for me. I take only what I am prepared to give. And look now, the power that I wield. Secure with eyes closed. See for me, for I trust you to see. Never dare to look, never care to look. I hold out my hand and I feel your flesh. I know it for certain is you. I walk as you do with the strength of the world. And look now at the purpose I hold. Secure with eyes closed. Breathe for me. Breathe for me. I trust you to breathe. Fill my lungs with the air that no eyes have seen.
Hey man, I always thought that was a nice one.
Well read.
No, you
well
don't
read.
have to applaud.
It was well read.
Thank you for allowing me that gesture.
You're only doing it for yourself out here, friend.
I suppose that may be true.
It's important people hold on to their ideals.
I'd just like to think that if I win, I'd like someone to say something.
Same.
All right, well, if we don't make it back to Brunkhollow, we'll keep that in mind.
You better not fucking say that kind of shit. You're awful
Tempted in the
fucking
wilds.
close. There are creatures all around.
Yeah.
Boats drift onward. And leaving that scene behind you with the sort of Court's body there by the riverbank, this disparate crew, this sort of odd conglomeration of people that have collected over time, continues with perhaps some of you with a little bit of a bitter taste in your mouths, whether it was leaving the body for some of you, whether it was the prayer, whether it was sort of being questioned by the clinkers, all of it just kind of had a bad taste in your mouth as you continue. And the fact that it's mostly green and gray outfits that you see from this point forth isn't helping. And it's kind of all around. You're in sort of the clinker area of the valley here. You see, a rider here and there doing their patrols, sometimes a small group that might just be sort of scouting the area. There's this persistent feeling that even though you aren't being sort of actively questioned by any of these people, that there's always someone casting eyes in your direction. You'll see someone kind of ride and look on by. People generally don't wave. They just kind of look, make sure that it's not someone for every time.
He's not gonna take Illien out, I swear.
Yeah.
I'm Illien.
Tyrun!
By now, if you close your eyes, you can almost replace that bitterness taste in your mouth with the taste of the chop house's best offerings. You think about sort of having a meal there to end this long day. You have to hold that thought, however, because there's some more uniforms up ahead along this intended course as you're sort of drifting along. They're not waiting for you. It doesn't look like they're about to stop you, making any indication that they're going to obstruct your progress. But seemingly they're overseeing a group of maybe 10 to 12 prisoners who, despite being chained together, are wading through the water at about knee deep, kind of off the side of the bank there. And most of them are hunched over with their hands below the surface of the water. And their body language almost suggests that they're like looking for something in the water, trying to retrieve something in the water. You get a little bit closer and you can start to see this a little more clearly, some forlorn faces of the prisoners. There's a couple of clinkers that are on foot and then one that's on horseback that seem to keeping a high angle looking down at the water, sort of overseeing the progress. There's a moment here before you get close enough for sort of a conversation to take place, but this is what you see in the distance there.
Combing the shallows for something lost, perhaps.
Beats me. Looks like it.
You don't think they're out here panning for gold, do you?
Not in this part of the river.
No?
Looks like they're looking for something that fell in.
I don't mind one clinker knowing my name, but having half the prison know our name before tomorrow doesn't seem very conducive.
What's happening tomorrow?
Well, I'm having a birthday party.
Oh, and the clinkers ain't invited.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
makes it pretty awkward.
I suggest you come up with an alias real fast then, sweetie.
Because I don't think that name is going to stay to that one clinker anyway.
Where are you having your birthday party?
I think it's a private affair.
Oh, sorry.
Crawford, you just take deep breaths, all right, babe? Very good. Yeah, you're doing great, buddy.
Wouldn't it be better to be honest here and come up with something for tomorrow?
I'm less worried about the names and I'm more worried about the face.
These people are more likely to be the ones to spot us around Brunkhollow.
And maybe we just, paddle on by?
Give a nice nod. I think
People use this river all the time.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Just don't be too inquisitive like.
There's a chance they'll be asking us what we've seen coming down the river.
no reason for us to hold any info for
We
them.
can say some Zorms. Get on our merry way.
Dead guy.
Yeah.
Dead guy.
Dead guy.
Well, let's leave that out there, Crawford. We're just trying to get you back to the dock. That's what we'll tell them, all right?
Zorns.
Very
yeah,
good. Yeah,
more
yeah.
Zorns.
You get a little closer, and that clinker that was up on their horse takes out the short sword, and he has like an iron buckler on his forearm there, and he kind of cling, 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 just to get the attention of the prisoners, sort of clanging the sword against the buckler, and they all kind of pull up from the water there and turn their heads in that direction.
Does it look like there's been like, I don't know, the kind of the energy of the overlords and the underlings, that there's been like whippings, or that there's nervousness, that they're kind of really frantically searching?
Insight check.
Okay. 5.
5. It's not frantic. You're able to discern that. It's not like, oh my god, we gotta find this right now. But yeah, there is a sense of like, they're like you said, like lording over them a little bit, like, and you know, they're obviously not in a great mood as prisoners of Fort Contrition, but they don't seem to be like bloodied or like they've been recently beaten or anything to that effect.
Or that the clinkers are like, you know, keeping them in line. Even it's just
No.
this is just kind of a process that
Yeah.
they're going through. Okay.
It's pretty slow. I mean, people seem some people seem a little bored, some people seem a little sort of tired, a lot of tired faces. Stillness! Allow the traffic to pass. Anyone who raises their head or makes a move catches a bolt. Once they're through, we go right back to where we were. You say the storage key was lost, not stolen? That those missing healing potions were misplaced, not filched? Well, until somebody fesses up or we find something of substance, we will continue to retrace every step of every guard that worked the past 3 days. Heads down. And he looks up. Come through quickly, please.
Thank you.
I'll kind of whisper if I like. I mean,
Yeah, you can.
Illien,
There's sound of the water to cover a whisper.
is it worth putting them on to that gentleman that we know might have taken the sum?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Just a thought.
For the prisoners, you mean? I don't think so.
I think they're talking about Reeves.
I think so too. Stupid man.
These prisoners are taking a beating for it.
I mean, what, we dump one healing potion in the water? That ain't gonna do much.
Tell them where Reeves is.
I just feel like he was trying to get away too, you know? Give him a false lead, but I don't want to stick my nose in anything else.
I ain't gonna make up a story, so
Yeah.
we
I
either
mean,
help
sorry.
the prisoners out and we tell them, or we just ride on by.
I think we just keep going. Maybe not the most moral thing to do, but we gotta think about ourselves right now, yeah?
I sure as fuck wouldn't want to Doxley. I'd be looking for reeds and for a fucking key in reeds. Fuck me sideways. That seems like a terrible task.
What are you saying?
They just said they're searching for a key. That's what they looking for. Storage keys, potions and shit gone missing. These prisoners looking under the mud for keys. Well, that fucking blows.
Doxley is just staring at you, waiting
It's less and less comprehensive.
And there's the key. They gets the key they're gone there with the reed.
Absolutely. What a long fucking day. My wife don't mind if I get some.
Oh my god.
Mildred doesn't have one.
My wife
won't mind.
I come home late all the time.
He comes there's like a stuffed animal, a pillow. And
My wife is the name of your like spear.
yeah.
He told them to keep their heads down, the prisoners, but I don't know, is there any recognition among either the clickers or
Give me a
the...
perception check with disadvantage. They do have their heads down.
Someone named Mildred is in the
11.
chat.
Yeah, hard to see any faces. Most people have their heads down. Whose boat was in the front there? Was that TC and Illien in the kayak?
Probably, yeah.
I think Ace and Nani are in the back.
In the back,
probably.
yeah, with the rowboat in the middle.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So Illien and TC, as you're sort of moving by, and it's spread out a little ways. There's like 1 or 2 prisoners here, another 10 feet, a couple more prisoners. So this whole line is sort of stretched down the bank. So it takes just a moment, to kind of row by them. And as you're getting by another sort of pair of 2 prisoners, again with their heads down, hands sort of just above the water, waiting to be told to kind of go back down and sort of search for whatever they're searching for. You hear one person speak, and they sort of pick their moment well. They're far enough away from a couple of the clinkers that they can sort of speak quietly. It's a younger female prisoner that looks like a half-elf woman. She's sort of standing there, and she puts her hands below the surface of the water. Please, bring the paddle down hard on the riverbed. I already loosened the manacles up a good bit, please.
I'm staring at Illien like, young man, you would put us in a situation it might be hard to get out of.
I'm gonna vomit. I'm so stressed.
I'm gonna keep rowing. I'm sorry.
Next comes the rowboat. Please, bring the paddle down hard on the riverbed. I've already loosened the manacles up a good bit, please.
All right, there, sweetie, and I'm gonna.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, these didn't come to me.
That is just a 7.
7.
Oh, sleight of hand. I should have done.
You bring it down, it makes a kind of a bigger splash to get enough force to jam the oar kind of all the way down. Immediately, sort of one of the clinker heads turns. Hey! Hey! Keep moving. Kind of wades over to that prisoner, and he reaches down and he pulls kind of her hands out of the water there, and he shakes the shackles so they kind of jingle a little bit. Get up to the shore. Come on, get up there. Let's go.
Was worth a try.
Finally, the last boat. Nani and Ace.
Fuck.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
The whole group moves by.
Yeah.
A little more time passes, and all the heads the clinker heads sort of watching you, prisoners' heads all down, and slowly you get 40, 50 feet away, and finally... All right, back in the water. Their hands. Boat's drifting down the water. It's a nice try.
When I was young, I did all kinds of stupid fucking shit. She looked real fucking young.
Shame. Be up in Fort Contrition at that age.
Oh. You got that right.
Hey. Dock up ahead.
All right, Crawford, we gonna get you out, get you over to the dock. Sawbone's gonna fix you up real good.
That sounds good.
And slowly you let the boats kind of drift, and you give a quick look around, make sure there's no Parisons or cockatrices lingering from earlier in the day. But there's that crossing sort of up ahead of you, but before you reach that, there's the dock area. Let the boats kind of knock against the docks there. And people kind of jump out onto the dock, grab a rope, and let the boats kind of secure themselves against the docks there.
Well, I suppose me and Mildred are gonna head over to the Sawbones. And I appreciate you seeing us all the way here.
Yeah, appreciate the conveyance.
Thanks for supplying the boats.
Crawford, and if I see you around, I try to thank you any way I can.
You ever at the Lucky Heathen?
I stop by from time to time.
Maybe we'll see you there.
Sounds good.
Doxley faints for one more nipple twist real quick.
I'm awake.
Just kidding.
All right.
Also,
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I'm gonna lean over to him and obviously they know that I gave a false name, so I'm gonna also my name's not Marlon, it's TC.
Yeah, you told me that.
Don't go looking around for Marlon, that's all I'm saying.
All right. TC Ishtik.
TC Welker, actually.
Oh. All right.
Fake last name too?
Fake last name too. I said alias. Come up with an alias real good. He did it.
That's good.
This is a bright young man.
Pleasure.
All mine, sir. I'm gonna pick up the crate of rocks with one hand and take my boy in the other. Yeah.
We don't want to slow you up none, so feel free to go on ahead.
Yeah. We'll be a little slow behind you.
Mildred,
Yeah.
oh, I think all of us have a lot to get done, but if I ever see you tonight at the Chop House, I'd be happy to treat you to some dinner for all you went through today.
Oh, that's mighty kind of you. We'll see where we end up.
All right.
You trying to get a kiss too, brother?
What?
Are you trying to get a kiss?
No, she said it was a bad day. Make it a good day, maybe.
You'd think that with their Mithril Hall, they could buy us dinner, but generosity.
You think she kissed me?
Got my box of
I
rocks.
definitely think she would kiss you.
All right, I'll think about it.
They walk on ahead a little bit, leaving you guys kind of at the docks here just to sort of gather yourself, think about your next move. Sort of, you would easily surpass them if you kind of picked up your pace, but just a moment here. Nani takes a seat on the dock. Like, she steps off the dock and, like, makes to walk, but then just, like...
I sit with her. I'm fucking beat. Jesus Christ. All right, guys.
Doxley's gonna squat next to you guys.
Countdown has started.
What'll it be?
We're not gonna hurt Peter.
That's fine.
That's fine. Just try your best, and that's all we can ask of you.
And maybe a polite reminder that Romo Klein is on the other side of those walls.
If it comes down to it, tell Peter that Illien, who can get him to Perron with Doc, may have some information for him that he could be interested in if he works with you.
There are things we're gonna need. We can get supplies from EOD. Fuck shark bait. I'm taking my cut, and I'm taking your dead friend's cut. I'm sorry, but we're taking it. I also need some new armor. This one's kind of fucked.
I can give you mine.
Thank you.
I've grown out of it anyway.
What can I tell Peter that you'll provide for him in Perron?
Tell him he's got a position at the Gore Onan. If he's from Perron, he'll probably know what that fucking means.
Or at the very least, a set of names that can get him somewhere.
That first one goes a long way. More so than a set of names.
Gore Onan?
In some circles,
A set of
is that
names.
a promise you can make?
Is there like a?
Is it?
Is there like a language that the Goreonon would have that's like an IOU or like a debt where it's like if you send this person with some kind of a symbolic thing, it's like, hey, this person helped out a higher position Goreo non-member, give them something.
We can come up with a word for it. I can imagine there's something to that effect. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to have that kind of like a inside language
Sure,
almost
yeah,
to signify that.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course, we can't promise a position, but a set of names from the Goryonon with a favor from the Tyruns to get him somewhere. I can promise that much.
Where do I tell him to meet you? Provided he gives us the key and then leaves on his own. Or if not you, then somebody.
That's the Paramount 2 out in the open. If he just heads there immediately, could keep him safe there until the next wagon out.
Macklin's got a wagon tomorrow morning.
Send him to the Paramount. We'll keep him safe until morning.
How about I send him to Leopold's? He can spend the night in the haystacks there.
I'm not familiar with the Leopold.
Leopold was Bernard's partner before he died. Bernard's boys.
Okay. We'll meet him there then. Tell him what?
Tonight? We'll meet him there tonight.
And get everything straight for him so he can head out first thing without us. All right.
Okay.
I suppose you're up first.
Yep.
Get Bison out of EOD.
So you guys are gonna... You want us to tell Bison that you want to talk to him about a statue?
You are not
We ain't
going
showing
anywhere
our
near
faces
Bison.
anywhere.
We're going in.
Going.
We're getting Bison out. As soon as he's out, you go in, get your shit, collect your gold. We'll try to keep him in that room as long as possible.
All right.
Knowing Bison, if we can't keep things entertaining, it'll be maybe 5-10 minutes at the worst.
Won't take Peter 5 minutes to say yes or no.
If all this pans out, I will be frank with you about everything, Ace. I promise that. And I mean it when I promise something. All right. If it pans out.
I already said it, but I can't thank y'all enough. I know you didn't come there just for me, but I also know I'm fortunate to be standing here on these docks. We'll try our best with Peter.
If we don't see you, safe travels.
You as well.
If you get that key,
Oh, yeah. Drop it off. Leave it with... Oh,
Also, who's getting our gold from the Merc Hall?
I figured you would if we can keep Bison out for long enough.
Yeah?
take this fucking head.
We'll head to the Merc Hall while they try to get Bison out.
Okay.
We get our gold, and then we head over to EOD.
Get some supplies. If we can, I need to talk to Maeve before we leave.
Do you think you could do EOD first and then leave the key with Daphne at the Merc Hall?
I don't know if we should.
We're just carrying goblin heads around
Yeah.
to EOD? I don't think so.
It's a bit of swag. You did a big thing for the town.
No.
I don't know.
You want us drawing more attention to
No.
ourselves?
I don't think we drop the key off with anyone. I think they bury it somewhere that we all know.
All right.
Maybe where we met the fellow with the cockatrices.
If we're able to get to Maeve after, I could leave it with Maeve.
I trust that. Leave it with Maeve.
You want to burden Maeve with Bison's key?
Seems like you guys might have burdened her with a lot of other stuff.
That's true.
But we're not putting her in Bison's line of fire.
Are you gonna get the key right away?
As quick as possible, yeah.
What about the backside of Maeve's where that water wheel?
What, in the ground? Just
Bury it
Yeah.
by the riverbank.
okay. I know this sounds crazy. If someone sees you or someone's around the water wheel, leave it on your way out of town. Little hollow. Wasn't there? There's a set of trees by the well up. If you take that bend around
At the Gnome Nook.
at the Gnome Nook just outside, I'll scan the tree line. If there's nothing at the water wheel and
Fine.
you're being watched.
We'll wait till Black and Night to make sure that we get to the riverbank and make sure nobody's there when we bury it.
Okay.
Good luck.
You too.
You as well. Go find those giants.
This is so fucking tired.
You ready, TC?
Good luck.
All right.
All right.
Maybe we'll see you. Maybe we won't. Good luck with Bison.
Thank you.
And he's gonna start walking.
Start to walk away. To the Merc Hall, I guess.
To the Merc Hall.
Maybe we don't take Detention Pass. Come up from underneath. Fortunate that the Merc Hall's on the south side. It's late, but Bison's gonna have people looking. We ain't just gonna walk in and out of there.
Yeah, no, we can't be seen. All right. Well, on the bright side, they didn't say what we do with their share of the gold, so.
They can keep the gold. If we get the supplies that we've got at EOD, that'll keep us set.
That's true. Maybe we'll leave it with the key. Maybe we'll be nice.
Come on.
All right.
You can tell me about the giants on the way.
I'd love to.
Through the forest and the trees. The rest of you looking to reconnect with Detention Pass, and that's where we're gonna end tonight. Just on the outskirts
The plan is set.
of Brunkhollow. Not only is the plan set in motion, but we'll be welcoming a new, as much as we adored Mildred Grissom.
No.
She was a popular lady.
Great.
Mildred,
I miss
Mildred will
her.
be around.
She would
my
have kissed
goodness.
every single one of you. If that was a question,
Her wife allows it.
Somebody jumped in the wrong boat.
her wife allowed.
Somebody jumped in the right one.
But that is where we're going to end tonight. A nice little cap on the end of the long, long journey into the
Man, that was
downhill.
a journey.
That was fucking
Finally
crazy.
back into town. A lot of stuff to get done tonight between
God.
Key, Bison, as well as figuring out maybe getting a message back to Fort Contrition if indeed the plan is on for the infiltration of the prison.
There's so much to do.
I know.
I have 25 HP. I don't know what you guys have.
I didn't take a hit.
Head back to
Yeah,
town.
today.
It was just, my boat just took
I might have to chug both my healing potions.
Oh my.
Don't do that. Oh my God. Just go to
Plan on
bed.
getting shivved at
Oh,
the
go to
Merc
bed?
Hall.
Yeah, let's put our plan on hold. I'm gonna go to bed.
After you get the key
Pop
safely.
Pop a
out.
tent in the woods.
You're like, Daphne.
Great plan, guys.
Oh,
Okay.
Thank you all so much for
Hey,
joining us.
Join us in the Discord
yeah.
later. We'll talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
the show.
A fun little journey back
man.
home. With
Yeah, this has been such a long downhill journey.
It has
Oh my God.
been the longest thus far. And we will meet our new character next week.
Yeah.
We'll press on from there, and yeah, like I said, so much in the works.
We recorded the rollies and everything,
Oh,
guys.
it's
So
all
did.
it's set. It's
We
set.
recorded the rollies.
Amazing.
Anybody else thoughts? Yes.
Sorry, Capuchin with the Jagger resubscribe, Paul resubscribe with Prime, and Jared WK resubscribe. Thank you all
Thank
so
you
very
so
much.
Wait, you can subscribe with Prime for free, right?
Yeah, if
That's
you have an Amazon
amazing.
Prime account, and you
Wow.
You can do that for free.
it's the easiest thing in the world.
Hang up.
to
Wish it was
do.
more.
Make Amazon and Twitch kiss.
Oh, yes.
Make them kiss.
Cheers, y'all. Don't tell your wives.
Don't allow it. Good night, everybody.